Alrighty. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, wrong button. How you doing, everybody? Hello, Solism. Hello, Datnoob. Hello, Rando Guy. Hello, RZ. Welcome in, Elta. Congratulations on getting the daily check-in. Welcome in, Jack. Welcome in, Cozy. Welcome in, Dark Moon. Welcome in, Matters. Welcome in, Other Jack. Oh, no, never mind. I'm just illiterate. Welcome in, Nugget. Welcome in, Anna. Anna, I'm so sorry to hear about your sleep schedule. I hope you're able to sleep well soon. Welcome in, Rosen. Welcome in, Dave. How is everybody going? If possible, can we hear some of the voices? Yes, I will be playing all of them. I've got my my voices on, so you might hear Exusia yapping at me in the background. Lots of yard work followed by lingering on a blink and waking up 4 hours later. Ah, that's unfortunate. I hope you're able to get more than 4 hours of sleep next time. Alrighty, before I forget, let me turn on the BGM. Hello, first stream here. Welcome in, Sharindal. Lovely to have you. How's your day going? There are 0 Australian VAs because Australia doesn't exist? No. Here are how many Australian VAs there are. This is all of the Australian voice actors in the game. Or rather, all of the Australian characters in the game. Some of these characters, like Schwartz, are expatriates, so she doesn't necessarily have an Australian accent, and it makes sense. Others of them, like Cruz, are just from Australia and don't have an Australian accent because fuck you. So we'll be going through all of them, don't worry. Watching this at work, hey, lovely to have you. Don't worry, I'll try to make sure everything is cringe-free for once, and that you get the maximum amount of actual audio of the characters. No, Dave, that is not how this is going. I assume Daha is busy. No one bring it up to him. Why is Amia there? Amia is a Countess, which means she comes from Rimbilton. All of the Countesses, also known as the rabbits, come from Rimbilton, including Rabbit, including Amia. Welcome in, Marshu! No, that is not what I was saying. Welcome in, Novel Knight. Amia is Australian? Yes. Every character on this list is Australian. The one that usually surprises people is Schwartz. Amia... A lot of people know because she's a rabbit, and all of the rabbit operators are from Australia. The ones that really get people are Asbestos and Schwartz, usually. But yes, all of these characters are Australian. I believe this is all of them. There's a chance I missed some of them, but this is at least most of them. Oh, g'day. G'day, mate. How's it going, ads? Lovely to have you. Was that Popuka? Yes, Popuka is also from Rimbilton. She is also a rabbit. Are they all Aussies? Yes. These are the characters in who are from Australia in the Arknights world. And today, I will be ranking them based off of how good of a job their voice actors did at being Aussie. Not all of them tried. Cruz! Looking at you, Cruz! Where they just hired a British woman! But that's fine. That's half of what this is. And what spurred this on is a lot of people think Ray has a really great Aussie voice actor. She doesn't. Ray's not Australian. Tax is my lord. Thank you, Taxi. That's very sweet. And welcome in. Why is there no long hair toggle? Oh, I only have two hairs. So I've got this one and the ponytail. I personally prefer this one because I like the bangs, but everyone else seems to prefer the ponytail. Some of them tried, some of them shouldn't have. No. I appreciate them trying. Irish? Yeah, Bagpipe is Irish. So all of these characters are in fact Australian in the lore of Arknights, and we'll be ranking based off of how good of a job they did at being an Australian voice actor. Can we see the ponytail? Yeah, this is wait, let me get rid of this. Hey, you can sort of see it a little bit. You can see like the back of it. That's the best. Bangs are awesome, so true. Welcome in, Kiaras! Both Cruises, yes, they got the same voice actress from both. And she is just British. Welcome in, Archie! Grabbers, what do you mean? Why are you saying you're gonna grab my ponytail for sexual reasons, Anna? And a lot of you, especially new people, might think that's a reach. No, that's an accurate assessment of what Anna was saying. 11 meme? What's the 11 meme? I don't know that one. Also, welcome in, Revict. I do know 6-7. Who said it was sexual? Are you really gonna try that? 9-11? No, that's not what they said. Either way, lovely to have you, Revict. 6-7, so true, bestie, so true. Alrighty. Yep, so, as I have discussed previously, and I will keep yapping for a little bit. I am actually, you know, yeah, I'm still early. I'll let yap for another 5 minutes, then we'll get started at the turn of the hour when the stream was scheduled. Arknights is some of the best local VAs. Love the Italians, but Aussie accents have been brutalized. I know, right? What I will say, I slightly disagree on you with Leonhardt, and I will explain when I get to him, rather than spoiling it now. But, like, there's a reason. Look, here are my tiers. Actual Aussie, honorary Aussie, good effort, bad, and bro, what the fuck. So, take your guess, you're an Aussie. But the funniest thing about this is no non-Aussies will be able to tell who goes where, outside of some obvious exceptions. Want to grow my hair out so bad? I used to have my hair grown out. It would go down to my shoulders. I had very lovely curly hair. It was one of the two things people liked about me, the other being my voice. And then for work reasons, I had to keep it short. So now it's basically shaved off. And now as a result, years later, I just get people constantly calling me bald. Even though I've proven I'm not. Wahahaha, marry me? Welcome in, Chunky Brute. Lovely to have you. Where is Monster? Where is Walter? Walter's not Australian! Oh, thanks for coming, Datnoom. Have a lovely day. When will you rate the Italian VAs? I am not Italian. I know, crazy fact.
Dick. Since this is an Aussie tier list, rank everything upside down.
No, I'm not ranking everything upside down, but thank you. That's very sweet of you, Marshu. He's not Italian? Yeah, exactly. I'm not Italian, I can't tell. The only Italian I can say is like, Ti ho lasciato l'anima intera, which is because I've been learning Bloodstained Oath. I'm Aussie, marry me? We've never met. Apologies, Chonky. Pretty sure Wishdell is Australian. No, she's not. Where's 12F? He's also not Australian. Can't wait to say you're wrong during the race section despite having zero idea about accents. I just love their voice. Yeah, no, I'm rating them based on their accents, not their voice. Put Wishdell on the list? No. And thank you, Marshu. That's very sweet. Are you anywhere near FNQ? No. I'm not near far north Queensland, if that's what that means. Otherwise, I have no clue. I'm in New South Wales. New South Wales gang. I'm in the boring section known as Canberra, where there's nothing. Welcome in, Okai Murray! Lovely to have you! And no, anyone is very, very welcome to argue with me, by the way. So if you have opinions, you're welcome to argue with me, but I will be giving my own opinions. Put Lutenada on the list as an honorary rodent. This is a rabbit tier list, not a rat tier list.
Please, chat, give me money.
No, I'm not e-begging, Marshu. How dare you? Look, I don't understand why you're like this,
Please,
but multiple
chat,
people
give me
have been trying to get me to start another subathon.
chat,
Bro, the
give
last
me
one ended like 2 weeks ago.
Please, chat, give me
I used to live in Sydney, went to a camp in Canberra, it fucking sucks. Oh yeah, absolutely. Bro, handshake emoji, I agree with you there. Canberra
Please,
fucking sucks.
chat, give
Okay, wait, actually, let me show this one off. Penis owl. So, let me show you Canberra's unironic,
Please,
most
chat,
famous
give me
monument. Oh great, of course, I'm using Bing, so it actually just shows me furry porn. Thank you, Bing. Anyway, by the way, this is a legitimate thing. This is not a joke. This is Canberra, the city I live in's most famous monument. Look me in the eyes and tell me that is not a penis owl. Because every single person, except the official artist, calls it the dick owl. And the official artist is very upset. It was not intentional. Somehow, someway, it was not intentional. The original artist did not realize this was a penis owl. So, yeah, this is one of our top 5 landmarks. Canberra has nothing going on. It's awesome. On that note, next subathon when? How about no? I was tempted to do one for Enfield, but also no. So that's a penis owl? I know, right? Do you know Aldebaran's name was revealed recently? Who's Aldebaran? Apologies, I don't know who that is. Artist tried to gaslight? No. They actually get really pissed off that people keep calling it the penis owl, and have multiple times put out press releases begging people not to do so. It was somehow, someway, a sincere attempt to make an owl. Its official name is the Great Mighty Owl. Bro, it's the Dick Owl. Everyone knows it's the Dick Owl. Outside of that, we have a few museums, and then a tower. That's all we've got. But I like Canberra. It's nice and boring. Maybe if the artist had sculpted more owl, it wouldn't be called the Dick Owl. I know, right? Where are the wings? That's a weird spoiler to find on an Arknights stream. I don't actually know what the spoiler is, because I don't play that game. Also, welcome in, Slippy! Mighty Eagle Ass, exactly. South, have you ever heard of anyone from North WA, since I never heard of anyone from there? No, people don't live in Northern WA. Everybody, like, there's some miners, as in people who mine, not people who are underaged. But they're generally more inland. Nobody lives in Northern WA. 99% of people in WA live in Perth. Isn't it called the Big Powerful Owl? Something like that. Yeah. Where was the blue statue where someone put funny eyes and it made the statue 10 better? I don't know what the one you're talking about is. Apologies. We used to have the big pineapple here in Queensland. It's gone now. I'm pretty sure it's still there. I went and visited the big woolly ram in Albury. No, not Albury. Wollongong recently. No, Goulburn. That's the one. And for any non-Aussie who thinks I'm shit-talking, I want you to know we have a city called Bong Bong. And that is not even close to the most cursed city name we have. So, any weird terms you hear, I'm not gaslighting you. I'm being sincere. Even if my project's due tomorrow, I have to watch this also. Hi, welcome in, Cracker! Lovely to have you. Definitely work on your project if you can. But it's lovely to have you. I hope your day is going well. ReZero is an anime where Rem is most literally the face of the anime industry. I know who Rem is, but, like, that's my extensive knowledge of ReZero. I didn't watch it. Welcome in, Fallen! Lovely to have you. But no, I found ReZero insufferable. Like, Natsuri's... The protagonist is supposed to be obnoxious on purpose. Okay, he's still obnoxious. We have a town called Townsville. It's worse than that. It is Townsville in Queensland. That is the actual name. I would be shocked if there wasn't a suburb called Suburb. Welcome in, Tresh! I bet my egg while cooking. I laughed at stream. Well, lovely to have you, Soul. Lovely to offer you some funny laughs in trying times. That's because Subaru is insufferable? Exactly. I want to explode. I'm so sorry, Fallen. I hope you're able to sleep better soon. Best part of this time he got kicked to death in the street. I didn't watch that far. I watched like the first 2 episodes ages ago and then repressed all of the memories. Just Googled it. The pineapple exists. Yeah, no, all of the big ones exist. They're like our actual landmarks to attract tourism. It's weird. Alrighty, it is 6 o'clock. The stream has officially started. Let's get to it. Townsville is the blight upon the earth? Absolutely it is. It's a shitpost. It's basically just a military base. Me when I speedrun City Builder Town 1 with Street 1 and Street 2. No, like that's more creative than Townsville. 99% chance there's a place in your city called Street Street. In Canberra? Probably not. In Australia? Yes. What do you mean it's 8 AM? It's 6 PM for me. Alrighty, I have arranged very helpfully squads of all of the Aussies to make this easier to find them. However, in Must Level 2, I do have a few characters I'm currently leveling for other reasons. They're the 3 characters I have to level as part of the subathon that got added right after the subathon ended. But outside of that, it's all of the Aussies and only the Aussies. Just for ease of convenience. First up, on the chopping block, we have Alana. I have not actually heard all of the English VAs. I've heard most of them, but I've not heard all. So let's give this a listen. By the way, let me know how the voices are compared to the background music. I can turn the background music down very easily, but I've just never compared the in-game audio before. Hi, welcome in Ancient! How goes rock farming? I'm done with the event and back to rock farming, yes. Okay. Is this leveling up before or after the rock collection? Sort of both. I was able to promote Kirara because I gradually gained enough red sets.
I've done a few accident write-ups before.
Okay. Actually, I might need to turn off the music whenever we're doing the voices, and I'll shut up and listen, because it makes it harder to hear. How is the volume on the voices, though? Let me know how loud their voices are, not mine. It looks like it's slightly quieter than me, but not by much. Is that a good volume? Can you all hear it? I need advice at YouTube Lim. I want to know which skill is worth mastery. Skill 3 and get her module. Get the module that increases her passive. Volume's good. Hey, thank you, Dimitri. Lovely to have you. Alrighty, let's give a listen. First on the chopping block, Alana. And I want to let you know I've barely paid attention, and the reason I immediately backed out, this is not off to a good start. If I don't talk much, I can hear the voice. Yes, I will not be talking when we're actually judging. I got infield beta access. Let's go, Jester! Lovely to hear that, man. Congratulations. Alrighty, let's give a listen. Let's give a listen. Now, she says the word reckon here, so her onboard is actually a good... Maybe a little louder? Okay, let me see. Can I make this louder? Yep, that should be a little louder. Let's give a listen.
I've done a few accident write-ups before, but this lot's important. Reckon you'd better check them for yourself. I don't skive off, do I? I've changed these bulbs here. How's that? Makes reading clearer now, right?
Ah! Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. So, For non-Aussies, let me get to the worst part, which is, reckon you better check them for yourselves. That is how you would say this line. Here is how an Aussie would pronounce this. I've done a few write-ups before, but this slot's important. You hear how all of the syllables are really slurred? If you wanted to say it more clearly, I've done a few write-ups before, but this lot's important. Rather than what she says.
I've done a few accident write-ups before, but this
I've done a few accident write-ups before, which is just a really fake accent. It's painful. It's painful. Good God, that was guttural. It is what it is. That's one of the better ones. Yeah, she does okay. She does okay. But, like, I would say roughly half of her syllables are correct, and the other half are entirely incorrect. Australian has a very distinct set of syllables. It's just hard to tell for non-Aussies.
Sleep tight. I got your back.
Oh, okay. This is a perfect example.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
I got your back.
She's saying it like sleep tight. She's adding a lot of weird emphasis. Sleep tight. Tight is a one-syllable word.
Sleep tight. I got your back.
Also, we would never say, I got your back. We would say, got your back. I got your back. Ah, shit. It's really hard to describe, but she is basically not slurring her vowels at all. She slurs a couple of syllables. She's trying. She's doing okay. But I can't even really tell she's trying to do an Australian accent, if I'm being honest. Welcome in, Rex. Welcome in, Mystic. Lovely to have you. She sounds more Northern British. Honestly, yeah. I saw that cringe halfway through the listen. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's give a few others a try. But, like, genuinely, I cannot even tell she's trying to do an Australian accent outside of the very clear Australian slang in her words, like reckon.
Come on, nutty. Come on, nutty.
Okay. There is a good way I can explain it. She's going, come on. She's upping the syllables. Come on. She's having a lot of variance in her voice. Most Australians talk very flatly. Come on. There is very little variance. She's going more, come on! I can't tell I suck at recognizing accents. Most people do. That's why you're here to listen to me cringe at them. Not welcome in, Lily. Indeed, not.
Come on, nutty!
Come on, nutty! I've never heard anyone call another person here nutty. Yeah, neither. That is not Australian slang. In the same way we don't say shrimp, we say prawn. Let's give a few more.
Come on, nutty! Nutty! High power mode!
Hoi power mode! What do you mean, hoi? Australians do not say hoi power.
Nutty! High power mode!
High power mode! What the fuck is that? Do you really think she stays in one country all the time? Look, none of them do a good job, okay?
Beep beep! Terminus! Everybody off!
Okay, she pronounced terminus almost correctly. Almost. Let's give a few more of a listen.
Oh, all in one go! Good later combat data this time too. Thanks heaps, Doctor.
That one's the closest so far, but again, this doesn't even sound Australian. Like, I cannot tell she's doing an Australian accent. It's bad. I actually cannot tell she's trying to sound Australian. She doesn't. She sounds a certain subsect of British. Hoi, I.S. Temmie from Undertale. Yes, I'll do my best to exaggerate the bits that are wrong so that hopefully non-Aussies can hear them. Best part about this is I recognize none of the bad cues, so you just cringe at totally normal voice lines. Yeah, no, it's entirely understandable. That's part of the fun of this, because every Australian here is agreeing with me. But every non-Australian is confused. Okay, let's hear Arknights. I should be able to explain that. That's one word.
Arknights.
Okay.
Arknights.
You hear how she's going, Arknights. We would say Arknights. It's very flat. She's going, Arknights.
Arknights.
We don't say the vowel R. We never say the vowel R. So this is one you can hopefully hear yourself. She pronounces the letter R correctly when she says Arknights.
Arknights.
Arknights. We say Arknights. She says Arknights.
Arknights.
So what I've learned so far is Australia is very flat. Yes, tonally and vowel-wise, and even consonants, we are very, very flat, and we slur all of our syllables together. That sounds so wrong out of context. What, that we slur or that she says arc?
Arknights.
Yeah, this is a perfect example.
Arknights.
Arknights. Any Australian would say Arknights. So more like AHK or AAK. No, actually no, AHK. I don't want to say Arknights. I'm not Aussie. I'm not noticing two. I'm noticing two. Now I can never listen to it normally. Thanks. I've gotcha. I will try to use Arknights, the title screen, as an example because I feel like that's the easiest to explain on because it's just one word.
Arknights.
Arknights. Arknights. You know, she also has like 3 different tonals. Australians would have 2. Look, thanks for coming, Nugget. Lovely to have you. Sounds like she's enunciating each of the words really carefully to try and make it Australian, which makes it sound really unnatural. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly how I feel as well.
Doctor, let me know if you want to go for a ride, yeah?
That was close. That one's close. Her let me know, that's actually pretty Aussie. The rest of that was kind of shit, though.
Doctor, let me know if you want to go for a ride, yeah?
Doctor, let me know if you want to go for a ride, yeah? That's more how we'd pronounce it. You notice how my voice doesn't change? It goes, let me know if you want... Like, it changes one tone at most.
Doctor, let me know if you want to go for a ride, yeah?
Doctor, let me know if you want to go for a ride, yeah? She varies up the emphasis and the tone every single syllable, whereas in actual Australian pronunciation, it would stay flat. Let me know if you want to go for a ride. Let me know if you want to go for a ride, is more what she's doing. The doctor's bad, absolutely terrible. As a New Zealander, I promise I could not tell if someone had a good Kiwi accent or not. Nah, that's fair, that's fair. Okay, so Alana, look, I genuinely, it's not like cringe-inducingly bad. When I hear that and someone says it's Aussie, I can hear how, okay, this is what she thinks an Aussie sounds like, I guess. She's trying. It's not actively terrible, but it is definitely bad. Most of these are actual Aussie lines and writing, though for the most part, they do very good transitions to every different unique language and subsect. They do a good job in the writing of presenting that. It's just the voice actors. And I don't even necessarily blame them. Like, there are a couple like Cruz, I absolutely blame them, but for someone who doesn't know Aussies, there are a couple on this tier list I can definitely think indistinguishable for non-Aussies. Welcome in, Necron! I saw stuff people made when they heard the Earth is flat, but when people say Australia's flat, that wouldn't make people humanize a country. It's a country, right? No, Australia doesn't exist. Do we know who handles voice direction? Is it Yostar or Hypergriff? Probably Yostar, I would say, because they do the regional stuff. Hi, South. Welcome in, Frankie! Lovely to have you! Alrighty, now let's get on to number 2, the bunny. So Alana's bad, but I can at least like vaguely, if I really squinted and was drunk and someone said this is an Aussie accent, I might go, okay, whatever, that's fine. Would you say you're able to judge the Japanese Australian accent? Yes. None of them do it correctly. There is not a single Japanese Australian accent. None of the Japanese accents they have are from Australia either. Alrighty, let's give a listen to... Okay, no offense, the name is already off to a bad start. Ballantine is not an Aussie last name. But I already know how this is gonna go. I haven't heard Medic Amia specifically, but I already know how this is gonna go. I've heard default Amia. Let's start off, let's hear the damage with Arknights.
Arknights.
That is not even close to Australian. South, can you move like you're the emote? This is the closest I can do. This is the closest I can do. I can bounce up and down. Hi, welcome in Java! Yeah? That's not even accented? No, this is just slightly breathy American. Oh, is your Amia supposed to have an Australian accent? It's unclear, because she left Rimbilton when she was very young. Hers, it's more forgivable, but at the same time, this is not even slightly Australian.
Doctor, are you busy? Oh, it's fine if you don't have time to chat. I need to get some work done too. How about we eat together after we're done?
That's just a weird American accent. That's just unusual American. That's not Aussie at all, not even slightly. I think this one is fine. Yeah, I think this one gets a pass. Let's actually make a new tier. I think Amia does get a pass. She spent most of her life not in Rimbilton. Let's make it purple. Gets a pass, question mark. I would give Amir a pass. She was raised by non-Aussies, so of course she doesn't really have an accent. Welcome in, Knight! Lovely to have you. She's anything you want. She's not really a Cordis. Yeah, exactly. She is a Chimera. She grew up with Doc and Cal. Exactly. Like, it gets a bit of a pass. Not trying to sound Aussie. No, I'm not giving them that excuse. I'm just allowing it. I'll allow it. She's too much of RI? Yeah, but like she was in Rimbuild until she was like 6 from memory. In a jump scare. Ah, yes, Cecilia Immergreen. Dankeschön, Necron. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Australian who left at 10 years old, went to America and got a business degree. Yeah, but like she's also 18. So she should still have an Australian accent. More than half of her life was spent in Australia. Bye, thanks for coming. Lovely to have you, Matters. So, Abiel, we don't need to hear any more. That is just not even that's not even trying. That's not even trying at all. I'm also calling it, none are actually going to go into actual Aussie. No, there are. That's part of why I wanted to do this. Some of them are absolutely Aussies. Imma mentioned, yes, we have quite a few Cecilia fans here. Hello, South. Welcome in, Sten! She's currently 17. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure with her medic version. I thought medic Amiel was an adult, but again, not 100% sure. Now, I have not heard Ansel's, but once again, the name is not off to a good start. If I'm being completely real.
Doctor, it's time for your injection. Oh, are you alright? Are you scared of needles?
Oh, what's that? What the hell is that? I actually just gagged. Oh my god. Oh. Was that Scottish? I don't know. But that's definitely not Aussie.
Like Dr. Calcid is always telling you, Doctor, you really need some exercise.
Oh my god, no, he's actually trying to, she's trying to do an Aussie accent. The female voice actor is actually trying to do an Aussie accent. She gets like 1 out of every 8 syllables almost correct. Bro, oh my god. This is an actual unironic attempt at Australian. Holy shit.
Like Dr. Calcid is always telling you, Doctor.
The way Ansel is pronouncing doctor, that's close to how an Aussie would do it. That is actually close to how an Aussie would do it. They're trying. Welcome in, wise girl. Lovely to have you. 1 out of 8 is like a 60% match? No, it's not. It is...
Are you worried about my health after so many night shifts? You shouldn't be. My race has a unique way of producing hormones, which allows us to handle night activities better. So, I can hand my shift over to Hibiscus at just the right time.
Okay, I think total so far, Ansel has pronounced 3 words 70% correct, and everything else 100% wrong. Unpaid intern? Probably so. Make it stop. Yeah, I'm not lingering on this one long. Let's just hear the Arknights.
Arknights.
Arknights. Ark. We do not have a strong K. Aussies would say Arknights. You see how I don't go Arknights? That is a very American thing. That's another very, very, very audible one. Arknights. We do not emphasize strong syllables in Australia. Arknights. Arknights.
Arknights. Arknights. Arknights.
Arknights. Night activities? Yeah, Ansel's asking you to breed him. That's why his altar's gonna be a Barra Twink. I put the stream on in the background. I cannot hear what you're raging about. Well, it's an honor to be your background noise. What are you doing in the night shift, Ansel? He's getting bread. Why do you think the medicine comes from? What race is Ansel? Most of these characters are Cortices, which means bunnies. Ansel included. This is easily a bro? I actually, like, Alana, I could sort of hear that they're trying an Australian accent once I was aware of it. It's just completely not Australian. Ansel was offensive. I need to sleep. Sleep well, Necron. Thanks for coming. Oh, God. I don't even want to play more of Ansel's voice lines. It's so fucking painful. Let's do one more. Let's do one more.
Injections ready. Prepare for battle.
Bro. Injections ready. Prepare for battle. How is that Aussie?
Awaiting your orders. Ready to heal.
Oh, I knew some of these would be bad, but holy shit. Oh, that's worse than Cruise. That's actually worse than Cruise, where they just hired a British woman. Like, mild spoilers. Let me just do one little bit of mild spoilers. Cruise, they just hired a British woman. Like, just dead ass. This is just a British woman.
Doctor, it's such a nice day. So can't we
This
take
is less offensive. Like, Ansel is the equivalent for any Americans watching of someone saying, "Oh, aren't you still from the colonies?" Oh, you Americans. I'm sure you'll rejoin the great Albion Empire soon enough. Like, it's that level of bad. How would it sound as an Aussie? Okay, which line specifically did you want me to pronounce? Yeah, that's a good point. I'll try to pronounce all of them. Let's go back to Ansel as much as I don't want to. You're so mad you have Cruise on JP by default. I have most of the quote-unquote Aussies on JP. All you Baron South. Oh, you peasants wouldn't understand. The sun would never set on the perfidious Albion's empire. Our control of the navy is unmatched. I still put Cruise on Ian, but I cannot ignore how British she is. No, she's outstandingly British. Again, like, I'm saying this partially as a joke. This voice I'm about to do is more Australian than Ansel. Oh, good day, sir. Tea and crumpets. Welcome in, Lisbeth. Lovely to have you. Perfidious Albion mentioned. So true, so true. Like, if Ansel just said tea and crumpets on repeat, that would be more Aussie than whatever the fuck this is.
It's time for your injection. Oh, are you alright? Are you scared of needles?
Okay, so let's find a shorter
Like
one.
Dr.
Let's find a
Kelsey.
slightly shorter
Cardigan.
one.
Good grief.
A relatively short one, so I can show
Anakil,
it more
I am
directly.
Ansel. I hope I didn't cause you any trouble. I hope I didn't cause you any trouble.
So Ansel is going, I hope I didn't cause you any trouble. The way an Aussie would pronounce it. I hope I didn't cause you any trouble. That's it. And if you're really enunciating and trying to put emotion in it, I hope I didn't cause you any trouble. I go up for one syllable total and down for one syllable total. Ansel goes, I hope I didn't cause you any trouble, constantly varying.
I hope I didn't cause you any trouble.
Ansel talking about needles, Eku talking about blowing stuff up. Yeah, Eku is a domestic terrorist. That sounded more British? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Phoenix. The most British of Brit is more Aussie than whatever the fuck this is.
I hope I didn't cause you any trouble.
I hope I didn't cause you any trouble. The VA is Scottish. A Scottish accent would sound better. Can you add a little femboy because it's Ansel? I hope I didn't cause you any trouble. We don't really have Australian femboys. So if I wanted to do a femboy accent, I'd need to just do falsetto, which is not Australian. I hope I didn't cause you any trouble, Master. If I did, please punish me. Oh, I fucked that up. Oh, it is what it is. Exia is now an international terrorist, I am aware. We need more Scottish operators. We have bagpipe, that's close enough. Okay, so yeah. Ansel is a definitive bro, what the fuck. Holy shit, that is agony. You know what, actually, hang on. I need to fix this. Just in case I forget, I don't want to get flashbanged in IS. There we go, all is right in the world. Oh, wow, that was awful. That was so fucking awful. Alrighty, let's go on to... Okay, April... Believe it or not, Tajine is a more Aussie name than any of the previous ones. We have a very large Japanese population. So this one is possible. Let's hear this. Let's hear this.
Doctor? Anything I can help with?
It's the best so far. It's... it's the best so far, okay? It's the best so far. Let's listen to some others. Maybe the others aren't as bad.
Doctor, if you want a nap, I can lend you my earplugs.
Okay, that's pretty close. That's a respectable attempt. If you're not Aussie, I could see you hearing this line and thinking that's an Aussie.
Doctor, if you want a nap, I can lend you my earplugs.
April is saying most of the vowels correctly, but she's making things much too sharp, which is something Americans do. Doctor, if you want a nap, I can lend you my earplugs. That is how an actual Aussie would say it.
Doctor, if you want a nap, I can lend you my earplugs.
Lend it. If you want a nap, I can lend you my earplugs, is more how she's saying it. So she is doing a good job with the consonants and less so with the vowels, but this is okay.
Doctor, if you want a nap, I can lend you my earplugs.
This one is better, the best so far. As you mentioned Scottish again, go check Scottish voice recognition elevator video. It is pretty classic. Not bad. I would put this in the good effort. So far, this is a good effort. You can tell she's not necessarily from Australia, and she doesn't know many Australians, but she's done some research, she's done some practice. She's hitting most of the consonants pretty decently.
Let's put on some Billy Bounce.
Billy Bounce was pronounced excellently there. Okay, no, genuinely, that was actually really good. Okay, I'm warming up on this. I need to listen to a few. It was just her first line was atrociously bad.
Now this is a good rhythm.
We're back to just not being good.
I've got a lock on you.
That is... I've got a lock on you. Okay, this is fine. You know what? Let's just put her in. Let's put her in good effort. She tried. She almost did a facsimile of an Australian accent. This is fine. This is fine. Convince Super to do an Italian accent tier list. I feel like the best way to do that is to do one myself, and Super will show up out of anger.
Arknights.
Arknights. Okay, she does a better job, but okay. Here is a good example of how she does a better job. Listen to how she pronounces the K.
Arknights.
Arknights. Rather than Arknights, like a lot of the others do. The problem is, she's emphasizing the I and the R too much. Listen to how I pronounce it. Arknights. Ark. The R is barely there. Arknights. Ark. Listen to how she pronounces the first syllable. Ark.
Arknights.
Arknights versus Arknights. So this is a good example. It's close enough that a non-Aussie won't necessarily hear the difference. But if you pay attention, she slightly emphasizes the R, even though she gets the K completely correct. So yeah, this is a good effort. This is the best so far. I will say that is not that is not a high bar. That is really not a high bar. But after Ansel, I will fucking take it. I will take it. Holy shit. What was that? Okay, I really hope Ansel is the worst we have. For my sanity, I really, really hope Ansel is the worst we have. Let's give a listen to Asbestos. I've never actually heard... There are actually a chance that some of these characters don't have Australian VAs. Most characters do, but not quite all yet. Or English VAs. Did you come here to suffer? Pretty much. Phoebe Panaritos. I don't know any Panaritoses, but I could see it. Asbestos Ian voice is so hot. I imagine Asbestos probably doesn't have an Australian accent. Someone pay him money to have him do an Italian tier list. Why would you think I'm that easy to bribe? And other jokes I can tell myself. Okay, let's give a listen.
If you've got something to say, spit it out. I ain't got all day, you know.
Easy. No, bonk Eltic. Bonk. Okay, that's decent. That is actually respectable. Too fake? No, this is, for an Australian, we can hear it's a bit fake with some of the syllables. For a non-Australian, that's actually close enough. Most of those words were correct. It was the overall sentence which wasn't. Let's give a listen to a few more. Off topic, what a kangaroo is like. Very stupid. They're basically vermin. They are everywhere. They're very stupid and kind of aggressive. Most of the time, you will encounter a kangaroo because you're driving across a road and it just leaps in front of you, then sees you oncoming, panics, and tries to flail out of the way. I've seen multiple kangaroos where they've just brained themselves against a stationary wall, and we found them dead the next morning. As non-Australian, that's good enough. Yeah, I think this is good enough for a non-Australian to think this is Aussie. Like, she's clearly doing a good job. If a company hired this lady as an Aussie VA, I would not blame the company for not recognizing she's not Aussie based off that one line. Let's give a listen to a few more. Not too terrible. No, this one is the best so far. Absolutely, based off that first line.
All right, so here's the deal. I'll be out.
Okay, perfect. All right, so here's the deal. Listen to that.
All right, so here's the deal. All right, so here's the deal. All right, so here's the deal.
Absolute perfection. There are a few tiny things that stand out to actual Aussies where we go, oh, she's not actually Aussie. But that is a very convincing attempt at an Australian accent, and I applaud the voice actress. She did a fantastic job. That's really good. That's very solid. Let's give a listen to a few others.
If you can't keep up, just find something to keep yourself busy.
Yep, once again, very, very good.
Here's a door for ya.
Here's a door for ya. We would more say, here's a door for ya, but they obviously emphasize it because it's a voice actor. Gow! What's up?
Huh?
That's really good.
Arknights. Arknights.
Yeah, but okay, once again, on the Arknights, she pronounces the R correctly, but not the K.
Arknights.
Arknights. Arknights.
Arknights.
This is, I think I'll keep going to the Arknights because this is a perfect opportunity to show it off. I think I get it now. And for what it's worth, I actually think this is an honorary Aussie. That is an excellent attempt. That is a genuinely excellent attempt. There are a few things I can hear where I go, oh, she's probably not an actually Aussie, but I'm not even like 100% sure. I'm only 90% sure, which is incredible. Let me actually look up because I'm curious now. I want to make 100% sure. No, yeah, okay, she's actually Aussie. Yeah, respectable. That would do it. That would do it. She just has probably been abroad for a little bit and has lost a little bit of her accent. Finally, a tier list that matters most. Welcome in, Gelatin! Lovely to have you. Asbestos is the newest ENVA dropped during Act or Die. That would explain why I'd never heard it before. Okay, yeah, no, fair enough. She's just, she's been abroad a bit. She's lost a little bit of her accent. But that is authentic Aussie.
Arknights.
Where the fuck is she from that she pronounces Arknights that way? Last impulse here from Ioscarp is that he's not a good VA. Ioscarp we'll get to, don't you worry. I'm a go, it's what I am here. Sleep well, Lisbeth. Thanks for coming. I was close then? Yeah, absolutely. And no. I still only count her as an honorary Aussie. She has lost some of her accent. She has absolutely lost some of her accent. She is 100% moved overseas. Bye-bye, thanks for coming. There's some variance in how people speak, yeah, but not necessarily in this way. Some of the ways she pronounces syllables is still just very weird. She's absolutely spent a lot of time overseas, and I can hear it.
Huh?
But no, that is very authentic, and you know what? Her being actually Australian, that explains it. Bro, he's next? Exactly. Oh, thanks to follow, Kenny. Lovely to have you. Next up, we have Ioscarp, and let me tell you, Asbestos is probably the best we're gonna have for quite a while. Oh, okay. Ioscarp doesn't have an EN yet. Ioscarp does not have an EN yet. That checks out. Speaking not really the same as voice actings? Yeah, true. They probably just voice directed her into being slightly less Aussie for an international audience. But the reason I'm not moving her up to actual Aussie is there are some who are just more Australian than that. There are a couple. Okay, so Ioscarp, he gets a pass. You know what? Ioscarp, he gets a pass. Very hard to tier list something that doesn't exist. Let's give a listen to Black Knights. Aussie Erasure. No, there are still a couple characters who don't have ENVAs. Oh, you mean me not ranking her? No, that's fair. Okay. Do I even need to play this? To be fair, she's named Norma. It's more the last name. Let's give a listen.
Your files are all fully sorted.
Ah!
Was that fast? I wasn't dozing off on your last shift, after all. I have your whole workflow noted right inside my head.
That's just an American woman. That's just an American. Ow. She's not even trying. She spent a lot of time in China. Yeah, well, I know some Chinese Aussies. That's not what they sound like. How much does Bribe to put on Saxon Hale as the list? What, you mean the background music Saxton Hale? Or Yaki Sax or whatever it's called? That's copyright. She's from New York? Yeah, I can fucking hear it.
Fell asleep hugging helmet. Light. Bring a blanket over. Keep your movements low.
Okay, let's hear
Let's clear this path up first.
Let's clear this path up first. Let's clear this path up first. You know what? She's not as bad as Ansel. You know? If I'm being dead ass, like she's not trying to do an Aussie voice. She's just an American woman. That is much less offensive than whatever the fuck they got with Ansel. I use her Ian anyway. No, that's absolutely fair, wise girl. Her Ian is good, it's just not Aussie. Ansel is the best mark. Yeah, and Ansel's not the only one staying down there, by the way. There's one other. But no, like, genuinely, this is just an American woman not doing an Aussie. So, she doesn't get a pass, but... you know what, let's do it like this, to be fair. Alana tried. Even if Alana failed, she tried. But let me tell you, there is a wide gap here. Actually, this still feels wrong. What should we name this tier list? What should we name Ansel? I need something to properly encapsulate the utter fury. How about just disgust? Wrong tier? No, because that, like, doesn't feel as awful. Dog water? No, that's what the bro tier is for. It's just like, this is bro, what do you mean? This isn't an Aussie. 6 feet under? Yeah, it makes me feel that way. Makes me feel 60. Yeah, crikey. That's funny. That's actually very, very funny. Sure, let's use that, Bison. No, didn't even try? Yeah, she didn't even try. Ansel tried. Ansel tried, and that is disgrace would be more accurate. Crikey is funny. Let's just put... I think that's more accurate, though, for anyone who comes in partway through. Ansel's is an utter disgrace. Like, even non-Aussies should be able to tell Ansel is not Aussie. Okay. A lot of Chinese people sound like the racist stereotype. Yeah, I know, right? I know exactly what you're talking about there, Rosen. It is not a race thing. It's just the accent. Alrighty, let's take a look at Cement. Cement from memory is not bad. She's not particularly good either, though. Danny Chambers, that sounds Canadian.
Don't stay cooped up in your office all the time, Docky. Why don't you come down to the mines with me one of these days?
Oh wow, that's concrete baby is a time-honored Australian. The funniest thing about that is here's how we would pronounce it. That's concrete baby. We don't say baby, we say baby. We'd emphasize it more. Thanks to the follower, Rye. Why does she want Doc to go to the mines, bro? Because it's funny. I never clocked why Ansel had ears if he didn't have an Aussie VA, because they just don't understand what Aussies are meant to sound like. You've got to understand. There are people out there who unironically think Junkrat and Roadhog from Overwatch did a good job of sounding like a Kiwi or an Aussie. Put her up there. She does get bonus points for concrete.
First, you check construction blueprint.
Let's actually, does anyone remember which one it is?
Always
It's one of
said,
her,
all right, lads. Oh,
it's
so
one of her
Billy worker
non-combat
never.
ones, I
My
remember
drills
that.
are all.
Wait, no, is it one of her combats?
Something
Let's see if we
I
can
thought
find it.
Work.
I want to see concrete, baby.
Relax. The blueprint. Remember, oi.
Where is this bad boy? Where's the classic?
Or this cement egg. Tucky.
Damn,
Worker
really?
safety. If you spot
Okay, she is
anything,
cute.
Tucky, we just wrapped up a huge project.
Her calling us Docky is pretty wholesome. It's a talk, gotcha.
First, you check construction blueprints. My drills are all souped up. Something smells. Rim Billiton has
Shit,
more
I can't
prospecting
find it.
We don't compromise. Doctor, want a lolly? Doctor,
I
want
can't
a
find
lolly?
it. I'm on the
My
cobbles
dad
and
always
servers. Our
said that
servers got
Columbia's
glitched.
great
That's
expansion
tragic.
marked
I'm
the
sorry
start
to
of a
hear
new
that.
age. A Billy
Yeah,
worker
look,
never
apologies, I
sees
can't
the
find it. It's a tap. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's give a listen to the classic.
Oh, it's Ducky.
There
Can
we
you
go.
hold this shield for me? Careful now, it's heavy. The inside there? That's concrete, baby.
That's concrete, baby! What I will say, even though she's very audibly not Aussie, she at least has a certain spark. I would put her more up like here. I would actually even put her in good effort. She put a lot of effort into the character, even if it wasn't necessarily an accurate Australian voice at all. So, like, her personality raises her. Where, here's a better way of putting it. Any Aussie in the chat, Are you glad of the fact that Samantha's Australian? Because I am. I like that Samantha's Australian, even if she doesn't sound Aussie, because she's a funny character. Deep voice, please? Sure.
That's concrete, baby.
I now have the urge to eat 2 cement. Exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly. Also, 1 second. Let me just fill up my water bottle real quick. It is swelteringly warm right now in Australia. It is currently like 30 degrees at 7 p.m. What the fuck is the range of your voice? Oh, that's not even the deepest I can go, by the way. My streaming voice that I'm currently using now, this is like in the upper 30% of my vocal range. 30 degrees is freezing. 30 degrees Celsius, Eltic. He needs a big enough voice for his job as a spy. No, actually, I only disguise myself as a spy on Mickey Mouse on premises of Disneyland. Oh, Goofy, please! Oh no, go slower! Gentle, Goofy! Oh! I'm gonna cry to sleep. I'm sorry. I'm about to hear that fallen. That's really rough, man. Please do sleep if you can. 30 Celsius is the only temp we have there. Yeah, you live in the tropics, unfortunately. Stop. Yeah, apologies. I find it funny. As I said, I like the voice, but it's a bad accent. Yeah, I think it's a bad accent. I think she just, like, has enough character that we're glad to have her, even if it's a bad accent. So if we just pretend it's a good accent, we can keep her there. Why must I have heard that? Apologies.
How about to make it up for you, I try to talk in a more deep voice. Let me actually calm down. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to the Australian voice actor tier list. Cement, we're very happy to have Cement as an Australian, even if she doesn't do a very good job of the voice. We don't need heating in 30 degrees Celsius. Why would you need heating for that? And no, my normal talking voice is more like this. I'm just very excited when I'm streaming, so it's hard to talk normally, because I'm holding back the urge to squee. Cement sounds like someone the accent bounced off of but picked up the lingo. Yeah, exactly. She puts in a lot of effort and she sounds wholesome. When you have 2 seasons here, summer and winter, same. Just like me, for real, for real. But no, Cement, even if she does a terrible job of the Aussie accent, actually, let's hear how she pronounces Arknights. I want to do that for every character. Let's use that as our baseline.
Arknights!
Arknights! So yeah, she gets it completely wrong. Not at all Aussie, but you know what? It's Cement. I'm happy to have her. Always happy to have Cement. She's very, very fun. Fire Whistle. Next on the chopping block. This is this is not a good start. Again, I can kind of just tell if someone's actually Aussie by their name.
Doctor, our employees are all Billy natives who know the lay of the land. If any roads operators are traveling to Billiton and need an escort, come find us. We will offer you a fair price.
Yeah, wow, that's awesome. That's that's awesome. You know, so you know how Black Knight just doesn't even try at all? Fire Whistle puts in like a tiny bit more effort than Black Knight. I'm talking minuscule amount more. This will be an amazing YouTube video. I'm considering editing it down to like a 3-minute YouTube video. Maybe. I'm not sure. That's fucking awful. Yes. It's not quite Ansel tier because she... Actually, wait. It might be Ansel tier. Let's see. I need to listen to it more. I like her voice. Her voice is fine. It's just not Aussie.
I'm bored.
Okay, there's a perfect example. I'm bored. I'm bored. Australians would say, I'm bored. Bored. We pronounce it more like it's a board of wood. It sounds identical. Bored is very Canadian and American. I use Fire Whistle all the time. I never thought she was trying to put on an Aussie accent. No, she does not sound like it at all. I'm bald. That's not what I said, and you know it.
Hey, wanna see some fireworks?
Hey, wanna see some fireworks? Hey, wanna see some fireworks? That's more how we'd pronounce it in an Australian voice accent. Why, you bored, mate? Hard to say, mate. How's it going? Me and the Sheila, the little ball and chain. Bored is only Brooklyn? Yeah, exactly. She sounds very Brooklyn. Okay, let's listen to her Arknights.
Arknights.
Arknights. Yeah, not at all Aussie. This is... I don't think it's Ansel tier, because Ansel is closer to an Aussie accent than either of these two. But Ansel is trying to do an Aussie accent and completely failing. Fire Whistle and Black Knight, they're just speaking normally, and they're from America. So much like Cruz, it is less offensive to just blatantly have a different accent than it is whatever the fuck Ansel was trying to do. Ansel is worse, it's insulting. Exactly. For the bored one, we'd say that as I'm bored. Yeah. Okay, here's a really good one. Here's a really good Australian for Americans. Try to say the words rise, up, lights in a Jamaican accent. Rise up lights. That is how Aussies would say, oh, not Jamaican, just in a relatively strong accent, or whatever. Rise up lights. Rise up lights. That is how an Australian would say razor blades. Rise up blades. So that is if you ever want to sound Aussie, rise up lights, razor blades. Razor blades. Razor blades. Razor blades. Thanks for the follow, PRL. Lovely to have you. I'm realizing I can't notice an Aussie accent because a lot of the features are very similar to a Singapore accent, like the way the R doesn't exist. Yeah, I mean, we're relatively close geographically, so that does check out, though I can definitely notice the Singapore accent. When it's in spoken English, of course. It's a bit different in other countries. So yeah, Fire Whistle is not as bad as Ansel. Ansel was so fucking insulting. Let's give a listen to Honeyberry. Honeyberry's another one where I have not actually heard it. Sophie Shad... I instantly recognized the Singaporean family. Yeah, exactly. Like, Australian sounds similar, but you can instantly recognize Singapore versus Australia, if that makes more sense. Let's listen to Honeyberry.
Do we work so hard every day? Oh, this is rough. Doctor, if the stress ever gets to you, please don't bottle it up. I'll chat with you anytime.
Does anybody here think that sounds even remotely Australian? Please tell me you have never seen someone think Honeyberry is Aussie. Does anyone here know of anybody who thought Honeyberry was Aussie? Not in the slightest. Good. Thanks to the follow, PCA. I don't think she's even trying. I think so too. Let's give a few more a listen.
Doctor? Did you fall asleep? No reaction. Gotta be asleep. Okay, good chance.
I can't tell where she's from. She's putting on some accent, but whatever it is, it's not Australian. So it's not as bad as Ansel. Crowd appear, I can't do this so far, I don't blame you. Honeyberry is supposed to be Aussie? Yes, Honeyberry is from Australia.
Arknights.
Arknights. Sounds more British than Aussie? Not even British, that's the thing. I have no clue what accent that is. That Barry is a spy? Yeah, I've met American soldiers in Australia who have a stronger Australian accent. And they go, sir, I don't know if I can do that. We gotta complete the mission. And that sounds more Australian than whatever the fuck that is. Okay, now we're up to our favorite British lady. Just not even trying. We already heard one line of her. Mission failed. We will get him next time. Exactly.
I won't sleep on the job. Have I matured? Arknight.
Oh, good show, my fellow. Oh, Steve Irwin and Stingrays. I'm a true blue Australian. Welcome to the colonies, good sir.
This actually sounds really good to me. So, one thing people need to understand, Eltic. Australian accents is very unironically, this is not a joke, this is not an exaggeration, British but drunk. That is actually our accent. They sent a bunch of drunk British people over here to such a degree that the non-drunk people started sounding drunk because we picked up the slurred words. So a drunk Brit will sound Aussie. So, listen to my normal voice. Listen to how I'm normally talking. I'll start enunciating in the way Cruz does, and it'll sound a bit more British, and hopefully you'll be able to hear the difference. So, this is what I would sound like if I was talking more like Cruz. Good day, Doctor. Are you prepared? So that is the difference. That is the difference. But I don't blame non-Aussies for not knowing that one because Australian is drunk British. But if you're from Britain or from Australia, it will not sound Aussie at all. Drunk lazy British? Oh, absolutely. Can we hear her JP? Yes. Let's set her back to cock or die O. That's why I sound British whenever I try to enunciate? Absolutely. People actually thought I was British growing up because I didn't have many friends, so I never got the lazy accent and just kept kept speaking very clear enunciation. So people would think I'm from Britain. Great Britain, indeed. Crocodile. So true. Wrong button. It is one of her attacks. I think it's attack 1.
ここにいたのね。ここだよ。
Crocodile. Let's hear if she got slightly better in her alternate. I don't think she will, but it's worth checking. let's give it a listen.
We'll be all right without sorting these files, won't we? Then you can lie down and sleep for a bit longer. It's good for your
yeah,
health.
you can sleep for a bit longer,
At
mate.
least you can get rid of those bags
that's
under
a
your
right Aussie
eyes.
thing, isn't it? Oh, you know what, mate? Let's go down to the pub, grab a pint. Hey, mate, let's go. Let's go to the pub, innit?
Arknights.
Arknights, innit?
Also gonna say it, mate, you got an awesome accent. Oh, thank you. I'm like a Z-tier voice actor, so I can do some vaguely decent impressions. Pretty sure if you heard me talk, you'd think I was born in America or Britain. I don't have a noticeable accent. Yeah, but like, even non-strong Australian accents, I can still detect for job reasons. Don't start calling me a spy again. I'm not. Shit. I actually can't explain this. I actually can't explain this without getting into my job. Shit. I can't justify this. Okay, look, my work revolves around this so I can detect non-Aussies very easily. I'd categorize Cruz in the not trying category. Oh, absolutely. Cruz is just British. It's, oh, sorry, wrong operator. It's just the bro, what the fuck are you doing, not the disgraceful. Are you the one tapping my phone? No, because I'm not a spy, so why would I be doing so? You're a spy? No! No, believe it or not. I am still not a spy! Not Aussie tactic that requires you to be bald. I have hair. I'm not bald. I love Cruz Alta VA. She does a good job. It's just not at all Aussie. You're a spy? No, I'm not. Okay, anyway, a fun fact to distract everybody from me embarrassing myself with my work. When you stop and think about it, in it, with a British accent, is just the westernized version of Japanese characters ending every sentence with desu. It's just the same thing, innit? You're a spy in it? No, I'm not in it. So, people with Cockney British accents sound just like weebs and anime characters. Give another Saliage fun fact? No, she's not currently relevant. He's streaming from the safe house. If I was a spy, I would not be allowed to be a streamer because it would make my voice recognizable. Some South Fun Facts Shorts doco. I put out a short like yesterday. What are you talking about? Okay, now we're on to the next page and the finale. Ignore Blaze Alter, Vigil, and Carrara, who are just here because I'm required to level them, and I didn't have room in one for all of them. There are just shy of 2, so here are the rest of the Aussies. Not enough South Shorts. I uploaded one yesterday. I'm doing my best, prop. There's only so much content I can put out. Alrighty. One not enough? True. Wishadel Aussie? No, she's not Aussie. She's not on this tier list. What if you're a spy to make people think you're a streamer? Perfect cover. It really wouldn't be. It really wouldn't be. Need to add a 0. You want me to put out 10 shorts a day? You know I make like 10 cents per short. Let me actually pull these up. Let me pull these up. Let me quit my job to do that. That sounds like a really good idea. Let me go into my shorts. My most successful short of all time. Monetarily wise, my most successful short. Let me show you the analytics. It's, why don't I make this my full-time career? So as you can see, this was the Scardy weird eyes thing. Let's check out those analytics. Whoa, I got an insane 24,000 views. I earned $1.30. Oh, bro, I'm really raking in the cash. Holy shit, let's go. Can you believe it? I might as well retire now. This is gonna buy my third car. Man, that's fucking awesome. Can you believe it? Oh, wow. I am so blessed. I cannot wait to go out and buy another car with the ad revenue. And by the way, this is really high for a short. This is really high for a short. They're not worth doing. I just do them because they're fun. 10 shorts a day, that's crazy. Yeah. Why don't I try 10 pants a day? Got them. You can get a Macca's soft serve. Exactly. It's hype. It's a whole $1. Exactly. This doing numbers? Absolutely. How much is the YouTube video making? Oh, yeah, sure. I can do a brief aside. Let me just real quick hide this while I get... You mean the most recent one, right? Do you want the most recent one or my most successful video of all time? Because I never mind showing my analytics. It just never really comes up. I know, like, a lot of people treat it as taboo. Just make 20,000 shorts a day. It will add up. Yeah, true. I definitely have time to make 20,000 shorts a day. Okay, recent? Yeah, sure. Here's my most recent. Oh, I didn't even hide it correctly. I hid YouTube chat. That's fine. You can buy a Freddo with that? Hell yeah, brother. I want you to know that this figure isn't accurate. It's made more than that. It's probably made about $27 so far, maybe 30, depending. It very much lags. The revenue lags behind the views. But no, the latest video is doing well. People seem to like it, so I'm glad. For some reason, I remember that one Deadpool game of Deadpool just refreshing his game trailer going 1 million, 1 million, 2 million. I don't know that one, actually. 19.3. No, this is all American dollars. This is American dollars. It's more like 27 US dollars currently. Which is very, very good. But, like, look, I've mentioned a few times, I'm quite likely the highest earning Arknights creator, full stop, because of how ridiculously supportive you all are. This is actually pretty solid for a video. I want you to know that, like, the best videos that are made in Arknights will be getting, at most, maybe $100 a video. And that's pretty solid. This is also basically the best month of the year for ad revenue. So this is more like 30 with 15,000 views. That's really good. That's crazy high. The largest Arknights creators will be making $100 to maybe $300 a video. That's why it's not really viable to do as a career. You're not adding enough ads, South? No, I don't need to. I don't need to make more ads. It's fine. You already throw so much money at me. Those are good numbers? Absolutely. Not even that much. Yeah, no, like, I'm saying the most generous possible interpretation of the largest videos you'll see of Arknights is that maybe if it's posted in December and pops off, it might make $300. Absolute peak. Realistically, it's probably more like 150 at most. 150 is still like a pretty generous estimate. That's worse than I thought. Oh yeah, that's why, like, unironically, if you donate a single dollar, anyone who's donated literally $1, that is more money than I would ever have made off of you from ad revenue. Like, lifetime. Hell, if you donate 1 cent in Twitch chat, that is more money than I make in Twitch ads. Oh, thank you very much, Anna. That's very sweet of you. 1 ad after every 5 seconds. Okay, look, I'll get back to the tier list in just a second, but I figure some people might find this interesting. There is a limit to how close together you can make ads. Especially because while theoretically you can put ads, like, super clumped up like that, there is a limit on how often YouTube will show them. YouTube won't show more than 1 set of ads per minute. And that is only for people who sit through every single ad. Realistically, the best way to do it is something like after the first minute and then every 1.5 minutes. That is the most aggressive ad policy you can do, where you'll generally still see a payout. But, like, I don't have 100% understanding of this, just mostly understanding. I've experimented with it a bit. I generally keep my videos relatively ad-free because ads are annoying. Have you considered becoming a full-time content creator at some point? Oh yeah, I mean, I imagine I'll be a full-time content creator once I'm retired. I love this shit. But no, I would need to earn something like $5,000 a month to be a full-time creator and feel secure in that. Because then that means even if my income halved, I still wouldn't need to panic find another job, and that would more than cover my expenses, which realistically is not going to happen. But like, I've thought about the numbers, I've done the math. I can't really do it, but hey, you never know. What if I donate $4,000? Why would you do so? Be responsible with your money. 5K per month, give me a few months. I got you. Eltic, you do not need to individually fund me, bro. That's pretty good for smaller countries. Oh, absolutely. For example, Blemishy. Blemishy absolutely prints. Every day, Blemishy publishes a video which makes like 20,000 to 30,000 views minimum, sort of as baseline. So every day, Blemishy is making like $40. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but depending on which country you're from, that's something like 1,000 USD a month. That's significantly better than jobs in certain countries. So Blemishy also absolutely prints. After 30 years of jobs, no, I'm on track for an early retirement. I save very aggressively. You're cute? Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. People donate because they care? Well, thank you. Just make sure you're also spending money on yourself, okay? That's more than what I earn. No, exactly. Like, that's what I mean. It might sound low to people from the US or first world countries, but 1,000 USD a month? Like, there are plenty of people who earn 300 USD a month, and that's good for their country. Thanks to the follow, Sprig. There were some people in the olden days that just funded artists to create. Sounds like someone should do that for you. That is actually where the term Patreon comes from. Patreon, the website, comes from patron and patronage. So basically, a rich person would give patronage to an artist. They would be their patron. That is where it comes from. Nowadays, it's more crowdsourced, but no, you do not need to. That's a very sweet sentiment. You guys have already given me so much fucking money. I want you to know that, like, more than... I would actually say my entire year's mortgage has been paid. Thank you, Klaus. That's very sweet of you. That's very kind of you. Putting myself in the wealthy 1%, well, you're very kind. I appreciate it. Just make sure you're also treating yourself first, okay? Like, you guys have paid my entire year's mortgage. That is how insanely supportive you are. The reason I'm able to save so aggressively is all I need to pay is, like, my food. You guys have covered all of my fucking utilities and mortgage for a year. I'm so ridiculously, outlandishly lucky to have you. So please do not ever stress about this. This is just a hobby. That's why I'll keep trying to give back with better content as best I can. Are you going to stream from a retirement home? That depends. Probably. I would like to. Anyway, enough of me yapping. Before I start crying, let's get back to the tier list. And thank you, class. That's very, very kind. You do not need to, but thank you. Just as a reminder, it is and always will be free content. I do this for the love of the game, not for the money. The hourly rate is sub-minimum wage, except for me, for some stupid fucking reason, where I was averaging like $200 a day in the subathon, which is so fucking stupid. We're lucky to have you. No, I'm just a nobody e-clown on the internet. I'm lucky to have all of you. Alrighty. Shit. Okay. Look, let's get back to the tier list. Now, I want you to know Leon Hart and Ray are what inspired me to make this tier list.
Hey, Doctor. What can I help you with today? Have a chat to stave off the boredom? Or did you have something interesting to tell me?
I'm cute. Thank you, Anna. That's very sweet. Hello, welcome in, Steelfall. It's not going to be free content when we get paid content. Well, you have to vote on that first. So, genuine question. How many of you think Leon Hart is Aussie? I'm not going to influence it either way.
Hey, Doctor. What can I help you with today? Have a chat to stave off the boredom? Or did you have something interesting to tell me?
Easily Aussie. I can definitely see how you think that, and I can also see how ADS goes, God, that hurts.
Come on, I've been a good boy. I'm getting all my regular checkups, taking my medicine, doing everything I'm supposed to. It's just the medical ass is so uptight when she's recording my details. I can't help but play a prank or two just so she'll... Come on,
Leon
I've been a
Hart
good...
is a really weird one. In theory, Leon Hart has a perfect Bogan accent. Which I know because I used to live in a very Bogan area when I was growing up. Does the last word in certain sentences have a quality to them in an Aussie accent? Yes, they do. We will always change the final syllable of a word up or down a tiny bit at the end of a sentence. Like, if you really stop and listen to what I'm doing now, every time I take a pause, my voice is going up or down a tiny amount. That is just how the Australian accent works. Now, the reason a lot of other Aussies are saying this is cringe, this is agonizing, is he gets the tone wrong. Leonhardt gets all of the vowels correct, but he gets the tone wrong. And this one is basically impossible to describe. And I do not blame any non-Aussie at all for listening to this man and thinking he's Aussie. It took me more than a voice line to know that he is not Aussie.
Arknights.
Arknights. That's pretty close.
Arknights.
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 So he's more going Arknights rather than Arknights. And that is what we mean when we say all of us Aussies can slightly hear it. But this is the best Aussie VA I've heard from a non-Aussie. He absolutely gets honorary Aussie, in my opinion, even if it can be quite painful for some of us Aussies. He sounds like he's going to ask me for a durry and a couple bucks for a goon bag. Absolutely. Sounds like someone doing my accent while also butchering it. Repeat the first sentence of his talk, sure. Of his talk 3. Oh, thank you so much, Gelatin. That's very sweet. You do not need to. Oh, thank you, Steve. Oh, very kind. You do not need to. It's free content. You want to know the stupidest thing? Okay, you know what? Sorry. I will go to Trust Talk 3, so I remember his talk 3, so I remember to do that. Just last thing on the topic of ad revenue. Here is a good summary of why basically every YouTuber and streamer you know opens up donations or memberships or something to that degree. Over the last 10 minutes, I've basically gotten the same amount of money as I did from ad revenue of the latest video. So that is why all of them do it. But no, thank you. You're all so very sweet. And I will continue to do my best to make good content for you. I'm very proud of how the latest account review video came out, so I'm very happy that people like it. And no, thank you, Folk. Thank you, Gelatin. You're very kind. Now let's listen. You want the first sentence of his talk 3. Let's give a listen.
Come on, I've been a good boy. I'm getting old.
Ah, I see. Ads worth nothing. Most would turn them off. I would turn off, I'd turn off Twitch ads if I can. I earn like 20 cents a day. Look, thanks for coming, Dosifter! Okay, now, you are new here. What I will say, Gelatin, do you want me to say that I'm a good boy, or do you want me to call you a good boy? Anyone who has been around here knows that I have no sense of shame. If people ask me to call them a good boy or good girl, I just do so. Hey, you should call Eltic a good boy. Absolutely, Anna. I'm here, I had to go to bed. Welcome in, Gulping! Damn a hard bargain. I'm willing to do both. I have no sense of shame. Come on, I've been a good boy. And then in a less blatantly seductive way. Come on, I've been a good boy. There, are you content with that? Are you happy? Are you happy? And Eltic, you're a good boy. That was less seductive. Yeah, that was less innately seductive. Look, if any of you want me to call you a good boy or good girl, you can just ask. I don't mind. Just specify. South providing gooning material for free. If people want to goon to my voice, that's fine. I have a very deep bass voice. I'm what's called a basso profundo. I want you to know that, like, most of you have never heard how deep my voice can go. Let me actually count. Okay. Oh. No, I can't get much deeper than this. I haven't done my vocal warm-ups today, and I'm way too excited. I can usually get about an entire octave lower than this. But no, my normal, quote-unquote normal streaming voice is very much my high voice. I want you to call the rudest thing you can think of. Factory, here's the rudest thing I can think of. I don't have an insult for you, because why would I waste brain cells considering you at all? That felt mean. Sorry, I wanted to fulfill your request, but that felt too personal. Just remembered why I am the way I am. Yeah, Limbus Company players realizing they're bisexual. Same energy. So, no, while a lot of Aussies will cringe at him, this is the best non-Australian Australian VA I've ever heard. Leonhardt does a pretty good job. All Baron insults? Exactly. Reddit tier insult? Yeah, true. You fucking got me, man. Pants are stained now, can't believe you. Based. I can go really deep, but I never use it outside of singing. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes singing will go, ooh, and it's really fun to linger on that note, or lower than that. That was a pretty good insult. It wasn't my best. It was the best I could come up with at the moment. Now, okay, let's get back to the tier list. Apologies for the blatant distractions. I'm very easily distracted. I like yapping. Let's hear Ray's. Now, this is another interesting one where I'm not going to comment right away.
This animal almanac's a beauty. Right from the bookshelves. I've washed my hands, so the pages will be fine. Yeah, this is your office. Something wrong?
How many people think Ray is actually Australian? How many people think Ray is Australian? Either way. Just yes or no. Do you think she's Australian? Do you think she's not Australian?
I hear explosions. 1 min. I'll head down to check. Exhaust fans sound normal. You can tell how the air's doing from a sand beast's back, so that's why you see pit sinkers bring one down.
Ray is very audibly Canadian. She does a good job of the Australian vocal range. She does a good job sounding Aussie. And I would say about 60% of her syllables are correct. But the 40% she get wrong are really insanely audible to us Aussies. She is 100% Canadian. 100%. Sounds nothing like JP. Welcome in Yornley. No, the Ians are often very different. She's okay. No, like, she does a good job for a non-Aussie, but she's also very clearly non-Aussie. I can see it now. I get your complaints. Yeah. I've tried to do my best talking through it. And hopefully now you can slightly hear it a little bit better. Ray's pretty good. All things considered, Ray does a good job.
Arknights.
But yeah, like, you hear how she does the I? Arknights. That's how she says it.
Arknights.
Arknights. Arknights. She does not drag out the I enough. It is way too short. It is very small things like that.
Arknights.
She's more saying nights rather than nights. She has too much emotion in her voice. So she does a pretty solid job. And Bison, please do not actually shit yourself. She does a good job. But it did surprise me how many people apparently thought Ray is actually Aussie. Because I didn't even realize she was doing an Aussie accent for a while. It was almost to the same degree as, like, Alana. Introvert sounding Aussie impossible? Exactly. Like, I want you to know I'm relatively antisocial, so I used to sound like an introvert. But no, like, genuinely, I was so shocked that so many people think Ray, oh yes, this is a perfect Aussie voice. No, it's not. It's a perfect Aussie voice for non-Aussies.
No scratching. You'll wake the doctor. Come on, let's go walkies on the deck.
No scratching, you'll wake the doctor. Come on, let's go walkies on the deck. Listen to how she says walkies. Here is how you would pronounce it. Walkies. War keys. You say it more like war keys. As in if you're going to war over a set of keys. South is southing. So true, reincarnation. Lovely to have you.
No scratching. You'll wake the doctor. Come on, let's go walkies on the deck.
She says more like walkies. Because she's used to making walk very abbreviated. It's Mari? Oh, it's lovely to have you, Mari! Okay, thank you for correcting me. So, she says it more in a Canadian or American way where it's walk. It's a very, let's go for a walk. It's a very short word. For us, it is walk. It's really dragged out. It almost sounds like we're abbreviating Warwick or Warhawk. I like her voice so much I stopped caring about accents in the game. That's why I love Arturia. I don't blame you. Walkies, I hope she cooks a good dish. Exactly. I almost said I hope she cooks a good dick. That would have been embarrassing. Thankfully, I stopped myself from saying so. So, no, I will put her at good effort. She's definitely a tier above Alana. She tries to do an Aussie Aussie accent, rather. Does a respectable job. But I was so thrown off by how many non-Aussies think that this is what Aussies sound like. YouTube chat feels weird. Well, Twitch is mostly the people who've been around longer, for the most part. It's the vocal equivalent of putting orange juice in a water pistol. Yeah, exactly. I attribute bad accents to them being in the same ship, so their accent gets tangled. That's not even the case. Most of them don't live on the land ship at all. I'm running again, no worries. Thanks for coming, Mari. Alright, let's listen to a few more, and I'll pronounce them correctly for you.
Sound of muddy air, tracks of animal. I'll keep a watch that way.
Sounds of muddy air, tracks of animal. I'll keep a watch that way.
Sound of muddy air, tracks of animal. I'll keep a watch that way.
Animal. Animal. She says animal. It's more animal. Upgrade 3-star cruise to real Aussie, please, if only. But yeah, listen to how she says animal specifically.
Sound of muddy air, tracks of animal. I'll keep a watch that way.
She says animal. Animal. It is flat. We do not emphasize the A. That's one of the vowels that's a really good tell. Aussies would not ever emphasize animal. We go animal. It is very flat. There is no emphasis. Each of the syllables is the same length.
Sound of muddy air, tracks of animal. I'll keep a watch that way.
Something about the rhythm's funky? Yes. That's why I'm trying to use this as another example. She is going animal. We go animal. She is basically doubling the length of the first syllable. She is saying, I'm exaggerating it so you can hopefully hear it easier. Animal, 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 animal.
Sound of muddy air, tracks of animal. I'll keep a watch that way.
She almost sounds like she's saying animal. I'll type it in both chats. That's more what she sounds like. All points agreed. I don't pay close attention, but yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's a good attempt. It's a good attempt. Hello, South. Welcome in, OWAP. Lovely to have you. So no, Ray definitely belongs in the good attempt. Cement is the bottom of good attempt, where it's just we want to have cement. It's not that she did a good job. Next up, rope. Now, from memory, and this is going to be a nightmare, rope also This is a bribe to bring Leon way lower. You know what? How about, oh, I don't know. I think Leon's pretty bad, mate. Oh, thank you, Ads. That's very sweet. Rope got no ENVA? Yeah. No, from memory, rope is done by, what's it called? The same, yeah, Claire Morgan. So the same person who did Ansel. Lava, look, come on. Leonhardt does a good bogan, okay? You're probably, look, Leonhardt does a good attempt at specifically Canberran bogan. That is where I'm from. The reason I think Leonhardt sounds good is he does actually mimic that accent pretty well, and there's just a few syllables he fucks up. Hi, South, welcome in, Shadow! And Beagle, yeah. No, let's not be too mean to the boy. He did a good try. Hello, chat, welcome in, darling. Oh no, yeah. So, this is the Ansel voice actor. Canberra has bogans? Yes. I want you to know that right outside of Canberra, there is a suburb called Carabar, and it's colloquially known as Shank City. One of my college friends lived there for a year. For like 5 years, rather. Every year, at least 3 people got stabbed that he knew directly. That's not a joke or an exaggeration. The high school I went to, someone got stabbed with a file on my first day. There are absolutely bogans in Canberra. That's like Blacktown? Yeah, it's worse Blacktown. Welcome in, Arthur! How's your day going? Like a nail file? No, like you know the metalwork files or woodwork files? Someone got stabbed with one of those. You know the things where it's blunted on the end? Let me actually see if I can find an example. Woodwork file. I want to see if I can find an image for you. What the fuck? Yeah. Okay, yeah, perfect. Here we go. Here is what he got stabbed with on day 1. That's not a Trump meme. That's very literal. He got stabbed with one of these fuckers. The blunt end. How do you stab someone with a rough metal slab? I don't know. By the time I'd arrived, they were already being tended to by the nurse. Did a person make a shiv? No. They just grabbed it out of the woodwork cabinet and stabbed him. How? I don't know, man. I was a fresh year 7. I didn't want to go find out. Why was he stabbed? I don't fucking know. He probably just pissed someone off. One of my friends snorted a packet of meagoreng seasoning, then climbed a roof a year later. It was a very bogan school. I was paying attention to something else for 2 seconds. What did I hear? Someone got stabbed with a woodworking file at my college. That's all. So yeah, while I understand Leonhardt to most Aussies will sound bad, he sounds very similar to a regional accent I hear quite often. That is why I give him a good pass. He's clearly doing a variation of an Aussie accent, and he's doing it pretty well. So yes, thank you very much for the bribe. I have lowered him, but come on, let's give him some credence. He's definitely not Ansel bad. My mate snorted pure virus when we were making sherbet. Oh yeah, no, that's a classic. Alrighty, now I've put it off long enough. Let's hear the Ansel voice actress's attempt at a second Aussie. let's hear. I don't even want to click on this. Oh, okay. Surely she's better. Rope. I'm pretty sure Rope got it after Ansel, right?
Doctor, you didn't forget anything, did you?
That's not as bad. That's not quite as bad. That's not quite as bad. That sounds more American than Australian.
Doctor, you didn't forget anything, did you? Picking pockets to feed myself? Yeah, that was how I grew up. I didn't exactly have a choice. I would have starved to death otherwise. If you want sturdy grappling hooks, the key thing.
Yeah, she just sounds like English second language American in this one. Okay, that's not nearly as bad. She stole the Aussie VA. Exactly. They gave her both year one Aussies. At least this time she's not trying an Aussie accent. This is just a Chinese American woman. That's all. That's drastically better. That's so much better than Ansel. Her voice going Pecora laugh, yeah. Doctor! You're right, that is what she's doing. Okay, that's nowhere near as bad. Her father is Chinese? Yeah, like, it makes sense, but she sounds more American than Australian.
Arknights.
Arknights. Oh, at least she's not... Okay, at least that's not as bad as Ansel. Holy shit, that is progress. I feel Rope was the first and Ansel second, so she tried to be more Aussie. I really hope it was the other way and she gave up. Actual Aussie, Asbestos was actually Aussie, just has lost some of her Aussie accent. So we also have at least one upcoming actual Aussie, so don't worry, there is a chance. Let's not linger too long on Rope. That's just outright an American voice actress. So I want you to know, by the way, the bro category is for people who didn't even try. More than half of the Aussies did not try an Aussie accent. And Arknights is really good compared to most games. That's how bad it is. You can tell how well it's going just from listening to Arknights' line. Exactly. Also welcome in Hamfish, but no. Arknights versus Arknights. We ain't getting any actual Aussies, bro. At least, like... Say what you will, the reason I didn't want to put Leonhardt lower, even as a joke from the bribe, at least all 5 of these characters tried. Well, okay, all 4 of them tried. Cement is just up here because she's cement. That's a very pronounced R sound. Yeah, exactly. Arknights. It's also the K. We say Arknights. It's more like AHK. We Aussies have forgotten. Again, Arknights is good. Compared to every other video game I've ever played except Reverse 1999, where they just actually hired some Aussies, Arknights does really well. Literally biased? Yeah, Arknights is biased against us Aussies. I don't know what to tell you. I looked into it and Warmy and Alana were the only ones with Aussie VAs. I'm pretty sure Alana is not an Aussie VA. Please tell me she's not actually Aussie. If so, oh, Kaylee Meal. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, this is... oh, no. This is going to be awful. This is going to be terrible. This is no dig at Kaylee Mills, by the way. It's just Kaylee Mills from memory is the voice actress of Kaching from Genshin. Does Cement get a pass? Yes. Cement is an honorary Aussie. Actually, yeah, let me fix this. Cement is not an honorary Aussie for her voice acting talent, but because she's very funny. Cement is really wholesome and put a lot into the character, even if she didn't try at all with the Australian voice at all. But, like, it's cement. We like cement. We're glad to have cement, so she gets an honorary citizenship. That's concrete, baby! Would you recommend 1999 for free-to-play compared to Arknights? I haven't played the game enough to tell. I got really bored of 1999 and Path to Nowhere, and Arknights is just the superior game. What I will say, in my opinion, Arknights is the most free-to-play friendly gacha game. I'm obviously biased, but I've played a lot of gacha games and I usually burn out of them because of how bad pulling feels. Arknights, that's not the case. Like, the only time you're gonna run out of pulls is if you try to get everybody. If you try to pull on every other banner, you're basically guaranteed to get every character. Path to Nowhere has such hot designs, fair. They do have a few, it's just the gameplay. Even Limbus is very time heavy. Limbus, you can choose not to pay by instead sinking about 10 hours of gameplay a week or some shit like that. Limbus, the farming feels really, really bad and requires a lot of attention. So it's free to play in the sense of you don't need to pay, but Arknights is free to play in the sense of you can play like 5 minutes a day and you'll be basically caught up. Especially nowadays with the quality of life. You can get everything you need done 5 minutes a day. So you don't need to sink time. You can very easily idle it until you want to play the game again. Limbus, you don't have that choice. It takes a lot of time. It helps that if I want to take a break, I can just do the weeklies with zero effort. Exactly. Like, Limbus, if you take a break, you gain nothing. Arknights, if you take a break, you can log in for 5 minutes a day and be caught up by the time you're back. Even completely skipping the events. Maybe you'll miss a welfare. You can do everything. You can just auto-annihilation. It takes 3 seconds. Free-to-play friendly feels like it gets watered down. Arknights is whale hostile intent. No, Arknights is not whale hostile. I would not go that far. South, I have terrible news. Oh, what's up? I would say Arknights, but Azure Lane is most free-to-play friendly. They just make money on skins. Yeah, but like Azure Lane also doesn't have any gameplay. I played Azure Lane for 6 years. The gameplay is the skins. I love AK's collapsed clears. Yeah, that's fair. I love YouTube video essays while I half-ass mirror dungeons. Yeah, but you need to. There's nothing in Arknights like that except Old Day Annihilation. Shaylee hails from Australia. Her accent is light, but she can dial it up. VA for Alana. Okay. Well, let me tell you, she really dialed it down. You know, she really dialed it down to the point where she didn't even sound Australian. Is she actually Australian? Or is she one of those people where they say they're Australian and it's like they're half Australian, but they were born in America and grew up there for their entire life? Because there are a couple where they say that. But no, she did not do a very good Aussie accent, I will say that. I stand by my placement. She is uniquely in the bad, because I would put Leon Hutt here, jokes aside. PTN are fun, same as R1999, but they have issues. Yeah, that's how I feel. I just dropped out. Lives in the UK, could have moved out very early, not sure. Yeah, I would say she's probably lived in the UK most of her life. She does not sound Aussie. What makes Arknights free-to-play friendly is there's only one banner. Yeah, exactly, and potentials kind of don't matter. So you only need one copy of the character to have them functionally at full power, but there's plenty of other methods for whales. Like, for example, leveling someone to max level. That is mainly a whale thing. You can't really do that often as a free-to-play character. You'd need to sink, like, months of resources to do so, but whales can do so very cheaply. So it's weird, but I would say Arknights is very free-to-play friendly because it is a game that has gacha elements in it, rather than a gacha game, if that makes sense. That's why I'm so excited for Limbus, by the way. Enfield, by the way. Enfield is an open-world action RPG that has gacha. It is not a gacha game, in my opinion, unless they've changed things, which they might have. But based off of the last beta test I was in, Enfield is just an open-world action RPG. Similar to Xenoblade, which I've never played, but I've seen the comparison, and I can see it. It very much feels like a game first, and then they just added gacha, and to the point of some parts of the gacha, like the equivalent of Annihilation, fucking suck. I know some people that pull every character to max pot, which feels a bit extra. Oh, absolutely. I should play Xenoblade again at some point. I've heard it's a good game. Alright, sorry, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this.
Nice to see you again, Doctor. It makes me happy.
Yeah, that's not even slightly Aussie. They've moved towards Genshin with Enfield monetization. No, they've moved towards more monetization. They've not moved towards Genshin. The Battle Pass, I'm not a big fan of the Enfield Battle Pass, but you can very clearly see they've tried to make it a comparative to other battle passes, less predatory version. Like, you can see that they're still at least thinking about the player base's experience and trying to mitigate the bad shit, even if I personally despise battle passes. I can still see the attempt there. Genshin, or Honkai Star Rail rather, recently implemented a paid-only event where you get bonus rewards for spending more money. Like, literally just money to rewards. But no, obviously time will tell. Enfield still needs to change, that's why I'm holding reservation. But so far, even the monetization bits I don't like, I can at least see that they're still sort of trying. I despise subscriptions. I don't have any outside of my fucking water bills. So I'm very against subscription models. Enfield's is the least bad I've seen one be, but it's still bad. It's still on the spectrum of bad, it's just not that bad. That's Hoyoverse? Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's listen to more of this. This is just American.
Doctor, do you need a break? I made you some tea. And Miss Orchid made cookies. Here. Hope you like them.
What I will say...
cheer up.
Popycar at least sounds cute. She doesn't sound Australian, but she at least sounds cute. Okay? So... this is similar to Cement. This is like a discount version of Cement. She's bad, but like, I wouldn't put her in the bro, because at least unlike the rest of the bro characters, she is putting effort into the VA. She has a very distinct personality in her voice. It's just not Australian. So in my opinion, she's not quite as bad as the others. She'll go the top of the bro category. I don't think Popycar is Billy. Isn't she like a Colombian? Yeah, but she's also a Corliss, so she's from Billy. I would actually say she gets a pass. Actually, that's a good point. I don't believe Popycar was raised in Rimbilton. I think she gets a pass, because she was an experiment. You're right, actually. As long as Enfield doesn't have a weapon banner. Enfield does have a weapon banner, but it's functionally not paid. When you do normal pulls for characters, you get the currency that you use for the weapon banner. Oh, thanks for the follow, Swag. Lovely to have you. So, look, Novel, technically speaking, Enfield has a weapon banner, but genuinely, like, it is not a weapon banner as you're imagining it. Not at all. You can theoretically spend money on it. But why the fuck would you? No. I understand your hesitance. I despise weapon banners. Arknights Enfield's weapon banner is functionally not a weapon banner as you're thinking of it. Like, genuinely, consider it completely different. Consider it a completely different thing. I'm honestly probably going to make a video on that, because I feel like that's something that people who haven't played the beta are understandably worried about. Let me actually jot that down. Enfield weapon banner. Because I'm scripting a video now for the release of Enfield that I'm going to make on the beta, if I have time. But, like, that is something people are understandably concerned about. That is actually a non-issue in the way it's been implemented. I didn't like the relic system. Why did they add it? The relic system, they didn't. Good loot today. Welcome in, Choo Choo. People play this game. Welcome in, Sam. Yes, they do. Hi, South. Welcome in, Joshua. Certificate-style weapon banner. Yeah, it's like, okay, look. Imagine if Arknights, like the OG Arknights, had a weapon banner and the only way to pull from it was green certs. Technically speaking, you can spend money buying green certs indirectly by buying recruitment permits through the yellow search store and like whatever. And like you can do pulls to obtain more green certs. That is functionally what it is. Imagine if your green certs were how you obtained weapons. Theoretically speaking, you can spend money to get more green certs, but that's fucking stupid and why would you? That sounds good? Yeah, I feel like that's a really good comparison. I feel like that's the best way to describe it. So, no, I'll probably actually make this things you need to know going into Enfield video if no one else does. Because there are just, things like that are a misconception. The Battle Pass, I don't like the Battle Pass. I think it's better than other Battle Passes, but it's still bad. That one, the weapon banner is a non-issue. Green certs, yeah, I'm saying have sex with Shrek. You correctly deduced it. Okay, look, to be fair, let's listen to a couple more Popycar, but I think she gets a pass. Let's listen to her Arknights.
Arknights.
Yeah, I think Popycar gets the pass. I think she gets the pass. She's non-Aussie. She wasn't raised in Rimbilton. She's young enough. I forgot they said they have soft pity for Enfield. They do. It's nowhere near as generous as Arknights. Actually, it's more generous than Arknights' soft pity, but the rates of getting the 6-star are lower, so you're more likely to hit soft pity. Like, I hit soft pity during the actual last beta twice. Weapon banner currency being from the main banner is the only saving point. Yeah, I think a better comparison is imagine that, like, yellow certs were how you got weapons. Yellow or green certs. That is a better comparison than the actual weapon banners. Yes, you can theoretically spend your pool currency on weapon banners, but why the fuck would you? You get lots of green certs. So, no, don't worry too much about it. Yes, it exists, but you're worried about it because of the context of other games. It is nothing like it is in other games. The Battle Pass, that's like, I will defend that in the sense of it's slightly better than the competition, not in the sense of it's good. The weapon banner is outright good. Do not worry about it. I reached a point where I'm spending yellow certs on collection. Power move. I can't blame you. I have 100%. What do we farm in Enfield? I mean, the game will change. But no, actually, if you have any questions like that, add them in the Discord. I'm currently in the process of scripting the video. So if you have any questions like that, just add them in the Discord. I'll address any concerns I have. I've played Destiny 2 and Smite. I've seen some abysmal battle passes. Yeah, like, anyone who thinks Enfield's battle pass is awful, I don't blame you, but at the same time, it means you haven't played the actually fully predatory games. Okay, I'm gonna be dead ass. I'm gonna be completely dead ass. I really hope Savage has a good Aussie VA. Because I don't know why. I'm pretty sure someone at the dev studio has a crush on Savage and actually just wants to marry her. They basically made her be the Doctor's de facto wife in a lot of events, and Amia's de facto mama, and then they just gave her really gorgeous skins and lots of them. Like, this is just a housewife skin. So I hope she has a good Aussie VA. She probably won't, but I just wanted to comment on that. The fuck's up with that? Where can I send a question? I'll make a tab for that. Enfield Questions channel. Because that'll help me with scripting the video, and it means I can assuage any concerns. Why does Savage have such good skins? I don't know. She's arguably the worst 5-star in the game. Like, her S2 is so fucking terrible. Every 20 attacks, she does 3x damage to 4 enemies. Do you understand how bad that is? Most characters, this would be every second attack, and it would have more of a buff. Like, I'm pretty sure La Pluma S1 has a similar buff, hits more targets, heals her, and is every other attack instead of every 20. Okay, now that out of the way, let's give a listen. Stephanie Scher. She could be an Asian Aussie. We have plenty of them.
Doctor, what can I do for you today?
Okay, so that is just an American. That's just an American. I want you to know she's not as bad as Ansel. La Pluma is 165 times 2. Savage is 360 times 1. Anna. Savage is 360 times 1. So that is pretty directly comparable. That means La Pluma is doing 330% damage and healing. And Savage is doing 360% damage with worse range to fewer enemies. She didn't even try. Yeah, she's in the didn't even try tier list, unless there's more.
Combat missions take up most of my job, where I just havoc around with my hammer. It feels nice to get to sort files like this every once in a while.
Alrighty, so everybody, what do you reckon? I think she does a really good Australian accent. Like, I don't know, man. I think she's really good. I've never heard what an Aussie sounds like. Aussie, Melbourne. You guys are from Melbourne, right? That's where you come from? I think she did a really good job.
Cute voice, but not even Aussie? Yeah, absolutely.
Arknights.
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 All done with work for the day.
All done with work for the day.
All done with work for the day.
All done with work from the day.
All done with work from the day. All done with work from the day. That would be a more... If you wanted to add emphasis, all done with work from the day. That is how it would sound Australian. All done with work from the day.
All done with work for the day.
All done with work from the day.
Perhaps the maker didn't want to use her. She should be true. Melbourne? Yeah, we don't say Melbourne. We say Melbourne or Melbin. And that's not a dig. That's just how we pronounce it. In the same way, we don't say Canberra, unless you're a wanker, which plenty of Aussies are. We say Canberra. Today. Yeah, exactly. Today. Please stop with the voice. Yeah, apologies. I only do them in short bursts. Yeah, this is not looking good for the Aussies. This is not looking good. Oh, sorry, I accidentally pinned your message. Do you get Savage for every anniversary? Yes, at least for the first 6. Welcome in, Hacksaw! Welcome in, Bronya. What does wanker even mean? It basically, literally speaking, it means someone who jerks themselves off. Metaphorically speaking, it is just synonymous with dickhead. So if you ever call someone a dick or a dickhead, it means the same thing. Basically just kind of a jackass. Someone who's a bit annoying to be around. Just not a very nice person, annoying to deal with. I think I hear Melbourne and Canberra. No, it's more like can of bruh. Like if you put bruh into a can, that would be the city I live in, Canberra. More bros than the upper tier. Yeah, like... I want you to know that Cement here is like, over here, she's honorary. She's not actually good. Well, we have 2 left. We have 2 left, one of who is Schwartz, who is an expatriate, who's lived in Bolivia for 20 years, so 100% will not have an Aussie VA.
ドクターのスケジュールはすべて
Oh, right, I should change. You live in Canberra? Yeah, I work for the government. Of course I live in Canberra.
I've noted down your schedule. You can confirm with me anytime.
Yeah.
If it's about making someone bleed, do not send Lady Salon to the task.
Let
those who live amongst the shadow take it over.
I think Schwartz gets
like
a pass.
Me.
Most people don't even know she's from Rimbilton and is an expatriate. I think she gets a pass. American? Yeah, but she's also lived in Bolivia. Lady Salon? No, that is how you pronounce Salon. That is correct. Wishdale's 100% Aussie? No. Wishdale's not on this tier list. Why would she be? I do think Schwartz gets a pass. She's got a German name, and she is in Bolivia, and has been for 20 years. Something a lot of people don't know is that Schwartz is like late 30s or early 40s. Wishdale was from Casdell? Exactly. I was joking about the voice. You can keep doing it. No, I only ever do my stupid impressions in short bursts. W where? Why would W be on this tier list? She's not an Aussie. You're all fucking insane. Why would I put W on this tier list? And now, lucky last. However, at least we get to end on a good one, okay? Warmy's Aussie. Yes, Warmy is actually Aussie. We get to end on a good one. This is what an actual Aussie sounds like.
Coming! Wami coming in with warmth. Huh? Aw, sheesh, Doctor. No calling me a little potlet like Lance.
She is a weird accent, and you can tell they're trying to get her to tone it down, but you can also hear that she's authentically Australian. Did you hear how she said doctor? That's how we pronounce it. We pronounce it doctor. Yoko Ono? Yeah. Yuko Ono, not quite. A couple of the words she said were super Australian. Let's listen to a few others, because this is actual Australian.
Slow down. Wait for me.
Perfect. Slow down. Wait for me. That's how we would say it. The anime style high pitch makes it sound odd. Yes, but we can hear she's Aussie. Even if there are a few words that sound odd, we can hear she's Aussie. The way she says slow down is perfect. Yes. If you want to hear definitive Australian, listen to how she says slow down.
Slow down. Wait for me.
Slow down. If you ever hear someone pronounce it like that, they are Australian. That is 100% Aussie. And it sounds slightly weird because of the anime accent, but that is 100%. Like, Asbestos had a few words where you can hear that she probably hasn't been living in Australia for a few years. Warmy, I 100% guarantee you, lives in Australia currently. Slow down. Exactly. She sounds like an Aussie that's voice acting and has been told to sound less Aussie. Exactly. She sounds like she's been told to sound less Aussie. Asbestos sounds like she's been living overseas for a few years and can still do the Aussie accent but has lost a few syllables. Actual drunk Brit. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Just to clarify. Slow down. I fucking hate that is in fact how we say it. Just to clarify, I am 0% joking when I say the Australian accent is drunk British. I'm being 100% literal. It is not a joke. It is not a meme. It is not an exaggeration. It is a statement. Australian is drunk British. Drunk South when? I've never actually been drunk. I got lightly tipsy when I did 9 shots over the course of 20 minutes, and lightly tipsy when I drank an entire bottle of champagne over the course of an hour. But I've never been drunk. Huh? Yeah, no, like, Aussies are literally drunk Brit. Drunk Aussie is drunk British? No, drunk Aussie is like, how's it going? Are you fucking... Sounds like something a drunkard would say. Bro, I can't drink for my job. I would get fired. No, I'm not a spy! Shut up! I've also been offered weed a few times because I used to work in a kitchen, but because of my job, I can't accept because I was working 2 jobs at the time, one of which is my current job and the other of which was a kitchen. Demo man Australian? Yeah, pretty much. Spy? No. Churchill rambling? Pretty much. Spy? Also no. You are Aussie and never been drunk? Fake Aussie. No, I just work for the government.
I'm not... Okay. If it's what you want to...
Okay, here's a perfect example. The way she says, I'm not, you can tell she's been told to sound less Aussie, and then from okay, you can hear she's 100% Aussie.
I'm not... Okay. If it's what you want to call me, Doctor, then no worries. I am a little potlet.
Ah, she's so fucking cute, man! Imagine if South's the pilot. No. Pilots can get drunk off duty. Plus, I wouldn't be able to stream if I was a pilot. Fine, I guess you are my little potlet. Exactly. Fine, I guess you are my little pog champ. Welcome in, Golf! Congratulations on the 25 streak. Even if it was to Uwu. Western Spy doesn't get on tinnies on a regular. I'm not a spy. Sniping's a good job, mate. Plenty of work. Keeps you outdoors. Keeps you in the sun. Well respected, well paid. Not everything is a TF2 joke. You are a spy? No, I'm not a spy. My heart, she is incredibly cute.
Arknights.
Arknights. Yeah, you can hear she's been told to be less Aussie. Again, we would say Arknights. She's going Arknights. And you can hear both syllables are correct. They're just split up.
Arknights.
I can repeat line for line, meet the sniper. Why would you do that to yourself? I say, having learned just as stupid things.
We spilled a lot out of the pot. What a shame.
What a shame. He isn't a spy, he hunts the spy. No! I do not work in counterintelligence. I have never directly worked for counterintelligence. I never will directly work for Counter-Int. Their job is very stressful. Professionals have standards. Directly? Yeah, I've never directly worked for Counter-Int. Yeah, I know, and I never would want to. Counter-Int? That's just a spy. If you're counterintelligence, that just makes you a spy. Where would TF2 Sniper go on the list? Actual Aussie. Incredibly Australian. Same as, I think it's Mozzie from Rainbow Six Siege. Could be having my mom's meat pie. Like, he puts on a bit of a weird accent, but he's absolutely 100% Aussie. When will we get counter-stupidity? So true. Only somebody who works in counterintelligence calls it counter-int. Come on. No. It's a very common nickname, because intelligence is a 4-syllable word versus int, which is 1. You didn't deny it? I don't work as a spy. I do deny that. I never have been a spy. Nor would I ever want to. It's funny because Sniper is from essentially New Zealand, Atlantis. Yeah, but they got it. The guy who did it is just actually Aussie, I'm pretty sure. If not, he did a perfect sounding iteration of the Aussie voice. He noticed what? Can't say it because I'm a spy. I'm still not a spy. Only someone who says intelligence frequently shortens it to int. No, I actually don't say it often. Why would I? Even if I was encounter int, which I'm not, I still wouldn't have cause to say it often. Because if I was, which again, I'm not, they would have subunits and sub-departments. And I would belong to one of those, not counterintelligence as a whole. So you would introduce yourself with your subunit or sub-department. South, if we ever nail your job where you admit it or bluff, you will never nail my job. The person who's got it in closest was Fracta, and after she got as close as she did, even though she's relatively far off, she said, okay, I'm never guessing ever again, and I am never sharing it with anyone else. And she was still 3 degrees of separation from my job, but that is the closest anybody's ever gotten. You need to know a lot. You seem to know a lot about counterint. Believe it or not, I don't. I know, crazy fact, I'm still not an intelligence officer. I know! It's insane! Nor am I counterintelligence. Is it related to military? I mean, that entirely depends how strict your definition of related is. Technically speaking, anyone who works for the government or pays taxes is related to military because of how much tax money goes to the military. D&D players shortened it to int. Exactly, it's a very common abbreviation. Voice crack, you're a spy being this cute. That doesn't even make sense. Hi, Mr. Spy. Welcome in, Cinny. You caught me. You know, after you asked the 9,372nd time, that was when I felt confident in admitting to being a spy, which I definitely am. You can tell by the fact that I've been open about roughly where I live. I've told stories about my co-workers, and I put my unfiltered voice out into the world. All things that spies are notorious for doing and not being strictly averse to. In fact, I've told the story multiple times where at one stage I was considering applying for that and didn't because I wanted to stream. And if I was a spy, I wouldn't be able to. The fact that you know these things is suspicious. How? How is it suspicious? This is the same level of a bunch of people saying, I'm not a spy, is what a spy would say, therefore you're a spy. This is circular logic. It's suspicious because people keep bringing up examples. I say, no, that's wrong. And then you go, oh, well, why are you bringing up the example we just brought up? 9,372 is a suspiciously specific number. It's called hyperbole. It's so easy to get south off topic. Oh, absolutely. Also, to be fair, we have actually finished the tier list. That was the last Aussie. It was Warmy. Warmy is the last Aussie.
Doctor, are you eating good today?
Doctor, are you eating good today? Come on, spy jobs are easy. There's a job listing on Google for secret agent that's totally legit. Okay, I want you to know that there are actually basically front-facing job listings for shit like that, yes. And they are legit. Hell, I've told this story before. I have actually told this story before, but one time I went to an anime convention and Geospatial Intelligence had a booth there. That shit was so fucking funny to me. I have never stopped laughing at that. Just walking through a bunch of anime porn, and then there's 2 well-dressed individuals in suits trying to recruit people for geospatial intelligence. Why do we have no music? Because we were listening to, what's it called? Shit, whoops, I accidentally clicked on Metal Gear. Because we were listening to the voice actors. Okay, now, for one last, let's just check, is it as bad as I remember it being? Is it as bad as I remember? Can you put more sarcasm? What, on me saying I'm not a spy because I'm not a spy? They know their demographics. So true, so true. Okay, let's... Geospatial int, you mean? If I wanted to shorten geospatial intelligence, I would say geo-int. But to people who don't know what geospatial intelligence is, they would not put together that is what that stood for. So I used the full acronym. The pink bunny girl, bunny boy, but yes.
Like Dr. Calcid is always telling you, Doctor, you really need some exercise.
It's just as bad as I remember.
But you still need to listen to my advice. Cardigan, we've told you. If you move like that when you strike, you'll wind up getting hurt.
Okay, no, I'm glad I revisited. I was not being too brutal. Ansel absolutely deserves a tier of his own. Holy shit. Oh, Cardigan.
Cardigan, we've
Cardigan.
Cardigan,
Cardigan. All syllables should be the same length. Cardigan.
Cardigan, Cardigan.
Cardigan. Fucking ew. That would be hilarious. What, the command be Ansel plays voice line? Well, too bad. I already set up the vote. I'm not cancelling it and adding another. Stop, please. I will spare you. I will spare you. Holy shit. I just wanted to make sure I was being fair here. And I think I am being fair. Ansel is absolutely a disgrace. That is so fucking bad. So bad. That is so bad. Oh, that's so fucking painful. Wait, why did Ioscarp get a pass? I forgot. Why did Ioscarp get a pass? I forgot why I put him in there. Cruz is supposed to be Aussie. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Expedition 33 is the game that was voted for, correct? Oh, that's not the game I'm playing next? Sorry for the, No, Ian. Oh, right. That's right. Expedition 33 is the game people are most excited for me to play next. I will likely be playing 9 Souls next because it's the shortest, but all 3 of those games I'm playing super soon. There's a lot of games I want to play. Those are realistically going to be my next 3. Metal Gear, yes. The next 3 games I'm going to play now that I've ended Subnautica. 9 Souls, Metal Gear, not Rising Revengeance, I already played that. Metal Gear Solid V Phantom Pain, and Expedition 33. I'm like brain rotted as hell. Okay, here is why. 9 Souls is apparently Hollow Knight Sekiro. I love Hollow Knight, I love Sekiro. Metal Gear Solid V Phantom Pain, I've been memed out of my mind with, Colonel, for years, and now I've also fallen down the invisible rabbit hole. So I want to play the game, and then obscure Expedition 33 I've heard nothing but good things for. No one hears the word they say, the memory's gone. You'll play Expedition 33 right after it wins Game of the Year in 12 categories, don't worry. No, I'm just planning to play it soon. AC6 when? Armored Core 6? Possibly, I don't know the game though, and just like 140 AUD. When's the hand-holding? It is on Saturday. So not tomorrow, not the day after that. Now I want a full cover. I mean, look, this is a very short stream. If people want, I could end with like 1 or 2 songs of karaoke. I've not warmed up though, so they would be bad. This has been a very short stream because obviously there aren't many Aussies, and I am planning to work out tonight so I can't stream for another full hour, but I could do like 10-20 minutes of karaoke or yapping. When will we get an invisible emote? Oh, we already have that. Wait, did you not... Wait, hang on. Did you not know that? We already have an invisible emote. Bro, come on. What are you on about? How did you not know this? We already... One second. There we go. Here you go. There. Everybody just copy-paste that. Here's the invisible emote. I want to play Expedition 33. It looks like an incredible game. Ragebait Super with the Italian VA tier list. What I will say is that Penance is amazing, and they got an English... Allegra Clark is fantastic, and also she's Italian, so she was fantastic. But no, this is probably the only accent tier list I will do, because this is the only one where I will have visceral reactions to all of the slightest minutiae. I didn't get this tier list. None of these people are Austrian. True. You want to know what's really funny is why? There are 2 countries in the world which use the Steyr, which is as their standard military rifle. Austria and Australia. At this point, we're just shitposting. We use an Austrian rifle as our standard infantry rifle. Expedition 33 is one of those games I acknowledge is amazing, but I don't like it. Also, kind of like for Elden Ring for me then. I've got Italian heritage. Most Italian VAs are pretty good. Love Lappy. I don't use Lappy's VA because no one can match up to original Japanese Lapland. She was just iconic for me. But yeah, from what I understand, all of the Italians are ridiculously good, and Hypergriff seems to absolutely love Italy. Like, Enfield is releasing with an Italian dub. That is super rare. Military knowledge, I see. You caught me! Like with everything else! The reason is that I am a spy. Oh god, oh man, you caught my secret. As with every other detail about me, you correctly deduced why I know it. I'm back south. Welcome back, Cozy. Welcome in, Recursive. Lovely to have you. He finally admitted it. I was being sarcastic. Do I need to say \S? I would like to unsubscribe from Rifle Facts, sure. Last time you tried to build your own rifle, your springs were so crap you had to make it load from the top. Yeah, we don't talk about that. My guess is military. No, I don't work for the military. I'll figure it out eventually. Never tell me if I'm right, though. Yeah. I mean, actually, look, again, it depends. How do you define work for? How loose are you with that definition? There's the sarcasm actually delicious. I will say, when I am trying to be actually sarcastic, every Australian would know I'm being sarcastic, and then every non-Australian would think I'm being sincere. Like, did you know that, for example, a lot of the time people will joke about drop bears not being real. It's a very common thing. We talk it up and then we go, oh, by the way, drop bears aren't real. It was an Australian prank. We pranked you. The actual prank is convincing you they're dangerous. They do exist. They're just basically a non-factor. Like twice total, they fell off a tree and hurt someone by landing on their head. So we started making a meme about them jumping off of trees and attacking you and being attracted to the smell of Vegemite. So that is an example of Aussie sarcasm, where every Aussie would instantly get which parts of that statement were and weren't sarcastic, and any foreigner would be convinced. I'm an old-school turn-based JRPG fan. QuickTime events offend me on a spiritual level. No, that's fair. Oh, and the visuals are too busy for you. Gotcha. Koalas are extremely dumb. Yeah, drop bears are just koalas. You're born with a sarcastic tone naturally. Actually, no, it's something I cultivated. He's being sarcastic right now. He's pretending they're not bloodthirsty killers. You got me. Deadpan humor is par for the course on my end. It's peak. Yeah, deadpan humor's great. I also love British understatement. It is absolutely peak. Where it's like, you'll catch fire. It's a bit warm, innit? It's not ideal. There's a reason that all of, like, the greatest of all time comedians have been Brits. Sorry, I had to clip the spy bit. What did I miss? Nothing, except me not being a spy. I should use those a lot. They're really fun. You non-Aussies wouldn't get it. Exactly. Bald, I see. You caught me. As always, you correctly deduced that I'm a bald, unemployed spy for the ATO who's a double agent for Russia, also sells weapons in North Korea, and is a car salesman. Car insurance salesman, specifically. You got me. All of those things are simultaneously true. Ignore the fact that they all contradict with each other. I actually did, which is fun. No one ever believes me when I'm not lying. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Kinda wild that South never uses sarcasm. Okay, I want you to know, I had a friend I was friend with for 7 years, and it took them 4 years to realize that like 90% of sentences out of my mouth was sarcasm. He must have thought I was such a dickhead. Why was he friends with me? Like, I don't get it. If you don't register most of what I'm saying as sarcasm, you must think I'm such a jackass. You are, thank you, Marshu. I can always count on you to kick me in the balls and keep me down. I knew drop bears were koalas more, so kept using koala pics. Yeah, they're very funny. You kind of are. Yeah, but like, I hope I'm at least dickhead parentheses affectionate. But you're very nice. I try to be on stream. I always try to see the best in people and be warm and welcoming. I just also find being a dickhead funny. Because that's what Australian friendships are. You're mutually dickheads to each other. Why do you think you're here? Yeah, but still, like, there's a chance that people are hate watching, and there's a lot of people who don't like my style of content. That's entirely fine. How to spot a pushover? No, he wasn't a pushover. Bro, okay, no, I can't say that. That would imply facts about my job. Oh, thanks for the follow, Arthur. Shit, I can't explain it, because they don't give details about my job, which I can't tell anyone. And no, before you start asking, that doesn't mean I'm a spy. I am not a spy. One day you'll slip up. Okay, I want you to know, it is astounding to me how bad some people are at following NDAs. They'll be like, oh, well, what do I do if someone asks where I work? You make something up. Or you say, hey, sorry, I can't get into that. Or I'd rather not talk about it. Oh, but like, what do you mean I can't say I work at Pine Gap? It's only like a top secret American military base. Like, what if they say, oh, do you work at Pine Gap? What am I supposed to say? No? Yeah. Just say NDA or lie to them. Those are your options. It's really not hard. I don't understand how people find it so difficult to follow NDAs. Are you the guy in the chair for spies? No, I don't work in int and I don't work in counter int. My English is so bad for me that if you don't understand someone, he's probably British, but it's all interesting how different nations speak what would be the same language. Oh, absolutely. Also, I know just enough German that I can now hear accents in German, and it is very, very fascinating to me. I worked as a bush regenerator, so no one knew what I did anyways. Yeah, that shit's hilarious. Say you work as an anime girl with a deep voice. I would rather not. I mean, my keychain does in fact have anime merch of South, but still. The amount of full-time content creators that don't understand you shouldn't share your job is content creator is insane. I know, right? It's like, okay, what do? I edit videos on the internet. Or I do stand-up comedy online. There you go. If you say content creator, people think you mean porn. If you say, oh, I make content on the internet, people will either completely zone out or think you're talking about porn. You talk shit online for a job? Yeah, pretty much. There are a few professional haters. Content shit posts, exactly. Say your job is audio engineer? Exactly. Like, there are so many easy ways to get around this. Online entertainer? Okay, yeah. How about that then, Cozy? Oh, I do online entertainment from my house, and people give me lots of money for it. I often end up doing one-on-ones for the top donators, special content just for them. Does that sound like porn now? Because that's what I've heard content creators say. Be like, Doug read a book. That shit was so funny. Doug published author. But then people would say, hey, South, where's the novel? Which they already bully me about. Thank you, Sai. That's very sweet of you. I'm the only one who didn't think about porn in this situation. A lot of English, like, if you're not English first language, you won't get a lot of the innuendos in English, because a lot of them are really stupid. Where's the special content at? Yeah, sure. If you give me money, I'll call you a good boy. Zwei, you're a good boy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. There you go. Are you content with that? There's your special content. Unasked for and probably not wanted. Where is the novel South? I'm never releasing it. Hey, South, where's the novel? Still not releasing it. Like the phrase laying pipe? Exactly. If a plumber comes over. Like, the word plumber is a sexual innuendo in English. English is really stupid. It is what it is. I'm 100% more inclined to have people think I do porn than let them know I'm a VTuber. I don't blame you, Novel Knight. I'm an anime girl on the internet. I still don't understand why. Plumber? Because they're filling up cracks or laying pipe. Both of which are synonyms for having sex. What do you do with the novel? Is it just lying around? Yeah, pretty much. It was never finished. I got it, like, mostly done. It needed a lot of editing, and then I gave up and moved on. But I liked the characters, like South. My internet died. Welcome back, Matters. Like the phrase laying pipe? Exactly, Gelatin. Laying pipe, you are lying down and you are piping them. That is sort of the implication. A pipe is a long metal rod. Can you think of what a long rod would be in the context of sexual innuendos? So you're laying down your rod, aka, like, you're inserting your rod. You're installing a pipe. Like, basically, any of these methods could mean that. There are some which make no sense, but in that one, it's just referring to that. Can I ask you to show the list? Absolutely. Here is the actual list. I got bribed to move Leonhard down. Anything long and round as a cock. Once you understand this, you can speak English. Yeah, pretty much. That's your good boy is so strange for me. It sounds like a joke or sarcasm for me sometimes. No, that's fair. That's fair, because I do it in a deep, sexy voice. So if I was like, Steel, you're a good boy. But because I'm so much of a joker and I'm suddenly being serious, or at least trying to sound serious, you assume I'm continuing to joke. You make it sound almost clinical, it's crazy. Oh, absolutely. I have no sense of shame. I'm willing to... my cylinder is stuck in the M&M cube. Somebody please help me. I've got a cylinder stuck in an M&M tube. It is very important that I get the cylinder out without it being damaged. You got your dick in an M&M's can, didn't you? No, it's a cylinder! It is 4 inches long! It is imperative the cylinder remain undamaged. That one is so classic. That one is such a classic. You put your penis in the M&M can, didn't you? No! Another one of my favorites is, this water stain looks exactly like the flag of Japan. You pissed on that couch, didn't you? No! Son, 4 inches long, it's not 4 inches deep. Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, I will probably end here. This is a very, very fun yap. I'm enjoying yapping like crazy, but at the same time, I feel like I'm scamming people by yapping about sex jokes instead of the Arknights Aussie VA tier list. And I do realistically need to exercise and then go to bed. Lucky for me, I'm the only one who can understand English in my house. Oh, absolutely. If you watch my content, wear headphones. But I'll miss you. Well, it was lovely to have you, Sam. I'm streaming again, not tomorrow, but the day after. With a game that chat can play. I'll be playing the free version of Pico Park. I feel my sweat stains on certain days make flags. Oh, absolutely. I sweat crazy heavily. Even when I was really, really fit and down to like 75 kilos, which might sound like a lot, but keep in mind I'm 6'2". And relatively muscular. So... I was really fit back in the day. I'm such a lazy piece of shit now. I'm trying to get better at it. Alrighty, thank you all so much for coming. It was lovely to have you, and I hope you enjoyed the tier list. I'm pretty sure being fit makes you sweat more. Yeah, but so does being fat. And now I'm like a little overweight. I've lost like 10 kilos. I need to lose another 10 more, and then I'll be back to relatively solid. What's 6'2" in centimeters? It's like 185 or something like that. South worked on his fitness, dick in your mouth. Fucking got him. 180? No, it's taller than that. Why would you end once you see me? That's not why. I just finished the tier list. Alrighty. Thank you all so much for coming. Kilos, tell me in freedom units. Okay, at my fittest, I was like 180 pounds and fairly muscular and 6'2". I've currently lost like 25 pounds and need to lose another 25. There. That's the update. Holy shit, you're tall. Can you get the uppies? I'm absolutely strong enough to lift you, yes. If anyone ever meets me in IRL, you recognize my voice, you're welcome to say hi. I will look like I'm furious with the world. Don't worry, I just have a resting bitch face. Welcome in, Taha! Lovely to have you. Oh, God, okay. Wow, just as well I'm ending now before he starts hunting through. I'm so sorry, Daha. You've joined right as I'm ending, but it's lovely to have you. How's your day going? Have a good rest, South. Make sure to eat dinner. Oh, I already ate. I made stir fry yesterday, so I've got a lot of leftovers. So now I'm just gonna do some weights and then probably spend about an hour exercising and then go to bed. But no, if you ever meet me IRL, you're welcome to ask for a high five. You're welcome to ask for uppies. I'll pick you up. I don't mind. I have no sense of shame. He's lying. He will end you for knowing his spy face. I'm not a spy. People have met me IRL. Rose met me IRL. Rose has a signed thing from me that I signed in real life. I just can't show my face online and can't disclose my job. That's how you know I'm not a spy, because if I was a spy, I wouldn't be able to do a fan meetup. I'm not a spy, says the spy. I'm not a spy. The thing you need to understand is that if I was a spy, sure, I would say I'm not a spy. But if I was not a spy, I would also say I'm not a spy. Crazy how that works. Alrighty, thank you all so much for coming. It was lovely, as always, to have you. And welcome in to all the new people who came by, courtesy of my latest video. Usually I do other things, including gameplay. It's not just this. But thank you so much for coming by. It was wonderful to have you. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your night, and I will catch you around. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.